saw you, buddy. So smart. Ooh. Goddamn cat hair. Let's check to see if we're live. We are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to Vixen After Dark. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped and turned on. I'm your host, Tichiofo. If you guys haven't already joined the fam, please make sure you go ahead and smash that subscribe button and click the bell right next to it. Dink! That way you guys are notified every time I go live. What's up, y'all? Hope everybody is feeling yummy. I know we are in the ghost stages right now of Moon in Aquarius. We'll talk about that in a minute. People might not be showing up for things or taking care of their duties, responsibilities, obligations, and some people are, since Aquarius is ruled by Saturn. We also have Mars moved into Libra and Uranus is stationed to go retrograde. So we got a lot going on this week, you guys, for starters. But this video is just going to be simply predicated on Mars moving into Libra right now. I will do the other video either tonight or tomorrow as far as Uranus going retrograde. So be on the lookout for that. You know, hopefully you guys had a grand weekend, had an eventful weekend. Don't forget, if you want to follow my personal lifestyle, you can go over to Lady T Instagram or Lady T 333 at the end for both of them on TikTok as well. Same account, just switch the name up just so that you guys can be on the up and up as far as that goes. Everything's the same on the other channels. Vixen Elite Healing on TikTok, Official Vixen After Dark on IG. I've been really busy, well, productive with a lot going on in real life, taking care of business. But you guys can still find me at vixenafterdark.com. Please check your email for your readings. Those are out. Let's see. What else do we have? Yeah, that's it. You guys can follow all of my channels below. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, welcome. If not, what's up, y'all? You know how I roll. So we are live right now and direct. So what I'm going to be doing after the live video, I'm going to be doing the timestamps so that you guys can refer back to the sections that you want to remember. So let me give you a little rundown on what to look out for on today's video, because you might want to chime in now all the way through, or you might want to come back. It depends. So I'm going to give you a little bit of learning Libra energy, and then we're going to go into how the collective will be feeling based off of self, your actions, love and relationships, money and career. You guys know how I do negative and positive. I'm going to give you the polarity of it all, right? And then we're going to tap into what is your rising sign, or depending on where you have Libra stationed as far as your houses 1 through 12. I'm going to give you probably, let's see, because Mars is the planet of action. So I'll kind of let you know what you need to start taking care of, or what to initiate, since it's a cardinal energy. So you need to be initiating something since you're taking action, right? We can't be lazy over here on this channel. So, and then also give you a little bit of a solution on how to alchemize the energy if you're in a detriment some form or fashion, or take some energy somewhere else in your chart and bam, become that superstar that you are, okay? I'll go into a little bit of detail as far as Moon in Aquarius. A lot of air energy going on here, and earth energy. Pay attention to your air and earth houses right now, okay? Like I said, Uranus is also stationed. I'll give you a snippet of that. I'm going to do a video deeper on that as far as it retrograding. It's about to hit literally any minute. So then I'm going to do a collective spread for you guys. How about that? Because we need to know the energies that's playing out. A couple little tidbits. So I'll do an energy spread, Tarotstrology. Yeah. And then maybe I'll bust out the wheel. If I can find the wheel. If not, we can still do like a 1-card pull possibly, depending on where we're at with time. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive in. I missed you guys. Hopefully you guys are enjoying all the fun, you know, festivities. Travel is the name of the game right now for me, because I got a lot of 9th house things going on. So it's all about learning and traveling for me right now. So hence why I've been kind of off camera a little bit. but we will switch that up in a few, probably in about a week, starting September. It's about to go ham, turkey, and cheese over here, okay? So let's get started, guys, about what we're talking about today. So we all know Mars is the planet of action. You know, we have Libra energy. Libra is like the feminine cardinal air energy, right? So we all know cardinal is all about, we need to take the lead on something. We need to initiate something here, okay? AKA take charge on whatever house this is playing in for you. Hopefully you downloaded your natal chart. It's definitely free. If not, you can find that. It's, you ain't gotta pay for it. Go to my website to make it easier, or you can just type in natal chart, AstroSeek, something like that. So we all know that Mars being in Libras is, it's debilitated. So if you want a quick synopsis of this, pretty much right now it's, since Libra is ruled by Venus, okay, the planet of love, right? So you want to put love into whatever passion, Mars energy, or things that you value right now. Pretty much is the name of the game, right? Simple. You know, I like to break it down, you know, so you guys can kind of get it. Let's kind of learn Libra energy, and then I'll talk about the collective. So learning Libra energy as far as what it is. You know, if you have a Libra in your crew, you already know they're like the peacemakers. They love talking to people. So I'm like, why am I feeling certain energy? Like yesterday, me and my friend, we were out and we were just talking like chatty patties yesterday. And I'm like, oh, Mars is in Libra. Makes total sense. And then the moon in Aquarius. Oh, boom, there you have it. So a lot of air playing out right now. So Libra likes to be fair. They like to play fair. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, they're all about harmony and balancing the scales, right? So you got to find balance within a certain area of your life. Libra likes to get along with everybody, you know, like they're the social butterflies, right? So you might be feeling like, you know, I kind of want to get out. I kind of want to have a little bit of fun. I want to talk on the phone right now. So there's that. Or you want to chill with your squad right now. Let's go have dinner. You want to go for coffee? You know, that's the vibe, okay? So wherever that may lead you, you never know where it's gonna go. This might be grand as far as creating new connections. This might be grand as far as creating new business partners. This might be new doors and opportunities might open up when you open your mouth, right? So you never know what this can lead into. Libras do like the spotlight, and they like the finer things in life because they're ruled by Venus. So you have to recognize that energy. You know, they're all about compromising too as well, but they're also all about trying to find a common ground. Hence why sometimes they can be people pleasers. So we can't be people pleasers at this day and age, right? we gotta find some common ground, and then maybe we can relate, maybe we can build off of that. You know what I'm saying? So balancing the scales. Think of Libra energies. They can see kind of both sides of an argument or anything, pretty much. It's like they like to find that sweet middle ground. So this is why they like to find balance, right? So you got to find the sweet spot within everything that you're tapping into right now during this time. You know, it's a positive energy, okay? It's very positive, even though Mars is debilitated here. But, you know, Libra's kind of like, if you have a Libra in your life, it's like having a friend who always has your back, especially when it comes to like getting the bag or getting your life in order or getting things together or getting whatever it is that you need, pretty much for the most part. You know, it's like smoothing out all the rough spots and, like I said, keeping things balanced. But, you know, there's always a flip side to everything, right? We always have to know the flip side. So you got to think with Libra energy, it may get low-key a little bit negative since Mars can be a bit debilitated here, but just think of the Libra energy by itself. Sometimes the scales can be unbalanced, right? So you can be overindulging, or like I said, that people-pleasing energy. You can be doing a little bit too much in an area of your life right now, and you'll probably see with all this air energy playing out where that could be. You know, and they can also be very indecisive. We all know these things because they don't want to. The reason why they're indecisive, I know it's a commonality when people say that, but it's true because they don't want to upset anybody. They also don't want to step on anybody's toes. But trust me, they will get what they want, but still on the same token, they'd rather be more in a positive energy versus a negative one for the most part. You know, they just, like I said, it's kind of like sometimes they can sit on the fence a little bit too long when trying to make a decision. They'll be like, where do you want to go to eat? I don't care. I don't know. And then you start naming stuff, but then they'll know, oh no, I don't like that place. No, I don't like that either. Like they'll know, but then they won't, you know what I'm saying? So it's like weird. It's like, It's like trying to choose between, do I want pizza or tacos for like 4 hours? What are we gonna do? What place do you know what I'm saying? So then it gets down to the aesthetics. No, I didn't like this. I don't like it. It don't look nice. So anyways, so there's a chance that people might be a little bit confused during this time, especially because also the moon is in Aquarius. This is how we react and respond. Like I said, Aquarius can have like a flighty, ghost-like, might not show up kind of a vibe, not in their emotions at all. So nobody's really in their feelers right now, okay? There's a chance people might be too focused on also the way that they look, their appearance, because that's, you know, when you're getting ready to go somewhere and you're about to take action on something, you want to dress to the nines. You want to look good with that Mars and Libra energy, right? So caring more about looking good than being real might be a theme right now. So pay attention to those people. They might be all about the aesthetics or the surface level portion of everything versus going deep right now. Just FYI, just putting it out there. It's kind of like putting a filter on everything, right? Even real life stuff. So, but if you are a Libra, that's on point as far as this Mars and Libra energy. If you're on point with this, it's all about finding, like I said, finding that sweet spot, you guys, where everybody's cool, everything's copacetic, everybody's happy, and everyone's having fun, and everybody's vibing. It may get a little bit wonky, okay? It may get a little bit wonky. It might turn into a balancing act where, like I said, the decisions might take forever. So hopefully you have someone that is very decisive and knows what they want, how they want it, where they want to go, and what they want to do. You want to have friends that are around that are like that. Because then that's when the balance, oh, okay, there we go. Okay, so you're more strong here, I'm weak here. Okay, boom, we can balance each other out. So just remember, we're all a mix of everything, guys. So as a collective, let's talk about the collective, because I kind of want to talk about that. As far as the collective goes for Mars and Libra, as far as yourself and your actions, like I said, Mars is the planet of action, so it's all about being a go-getter pretty much. Libras are really chill, like I said. You know, they like to get things in order. They like to, you know, make sure they have, you know, the funds, the money to take care of their duties, responsibilities, and obligations. They really are like that. Like I said, they're very charming, you know, flirtatious kind of an energy, right? So some people might, you know, judge up whatever it is or whoever they're around to kind of get what they want. So you kind of can do that, okay, right now. So it's all about, like I said, being fair. That way you can kind of take action. You know, not all battles need to be fought. Not everything needs a goddamn response either. Just keep it pushing. Peep game and move along. That's really the name of the game here. The cool part about having Mars and Libra, even though it is debilitated here, it's like, it's all about thinking before you kind of just jump into something. Libra, like, because they want to be sure, right? So it's like, they're like, should I be doing this right now? So it's all about making sure you cross all your T's, dot all your I's, in a sense, before you even go into something. Will also be named the game. But just don't take too long, because you can miss opportunities when you're in that energy, okay? Because there's always a double-edged sword to everything, right? So, you know, make sure your moves don't mess up any relationships. If you're trying to, you know, butter the biscuit, there's people that can see through that, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to really be black and white. Not everybody's going to know that you're buttering the biscuit. Okay, so they might look at you like, well, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to manipulate the situation. Because Libras can kind of act like Scorpios in a sense, if they're in the lower octave. So sometimes you might get caught up in, you know, outweighing, is this the pros and cons for too long? So just kind of make sure you know how you feel, listen to your inner guidance system, and really think about, does this make sense right now for me to tap into this? And if it does, then, you know, do it. If it doesn't, don't do it. It's just that simple. Don't make it too complicated than what it is right now, okay? So make sure your scale is perfectly balanced so that you can step on and take action and go forward, upward, and onward, okay? Now, as far as love and relationships, you guys, you know, Libra rules the house of relationships, house 7, right? So, you know, think of Mars energy as that fire energy. It's very passionate, it's very loving. So having these two together, you can make it something, you know what I'm saying, as far as teamwork and balance and compromising. You know, you can make it all of that. You can make it drama free. if you use this energy right, okay? You know, it's like some people might be hustling right now as far as trying to keep their game up, like within their love, I would say love game, right? Trying to keep everything syncing and beautiful, but make sure you're not just making the other person good. Like, make sure you're good too. This can be as easy as, like, you know damn well you don't like to hang out at the bar or watch, you know, basketball or football or whatever. What are we in, football season or whatever? I think, I don't even know. So it's like, if your husband or mate or whoever wants to go to this place you don't like and to watch the game, you, instead of saying, yeah, I'll go with you, even though you don't want to go, make sure you make it a point to say, you know what, actually go out with your friends and do that. I'm going to go over here and do what I got to do and the things that I want to do. Because you can kind of get caught up, especially when you're talking to someone, this is dating, you know, you can get caught up in that people-pleasing energy real easy, just to make sure they're good, but then you're not good, right? And then later on, you don't want that Libra energy to show up later on, because they'll be quiet, they'll be plotting, and then boom, they'll just blow up on anything for no reason. You're like, why are you blowing up? It could be something from last week. Like, you never know. So you kind of got to be careful when it comes to the love and relationship game, or any kind of ship that you're sailing, business partnership, whatever, friendship, right? So you got to, some people might avoid having a throwdown showdown. Like I said, Libra might hide and not say anything. They're very secretive when it comes to that. If there's an issue, they might not say anything right away unless you bring it up. But some might blow up. You'll probably know what's up, depending on what kind of Libra energy you're dealing with. So think of that as a collective. Some people might tell you what the hell is up right then and there. You better move on my way. Or some people might be like, I see what you did there. All right, let me go plot something. So you got to kind of be careful. You know, smooth talking, you know, versus real talk is going to be key too. So you got to use your discernment to know when you're being finessed with this energy. Because Moon in Aquarius, Mars in Libra, that's a planet of action. And then also Moon is how we react and respond. I mean, it's a thing. We got all these planets in retrograde right now as well. The only planet that's not retrograde is Mars and Jupiter. Everything else, except for Uranus, is stationed, getting ready to go retrograde, which I'll do a video on that later. But people are going to be trying to finesse their way through, okay? You might even be that person, okay? Just to tackle on heavy stuff throughout your day. You might finesse somebody at work just so you know you got to get through some team thing. You don't like this person or whatever. You might have to finesse your way to get clocked out. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever it is, you know. That's just the name of the game of the world that we live in, right? I feel like we're following Saturn energy here. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about that, money and career, right? As far as Mars and Libra energy. So Mars is like how we hustle, how are we taking action in the world, right? And then you have Libra energy. I feel like it can be a partnership. It really can be, because Libras are like the same deal. Like, if a Libra does not have something going on for them, like they can't pay for something or do what they want, it's a problem. Because I say, take a Libra to a mall and honey, they are satisfied. So you can use this energy like a pro, for real. You know, when Mars is kicking into Libra, it's kind of like, you know, making sure you look fly while putting your time and energy into whatever passions or desires or whatever it is that you have going on, whatever gift, talent, or skill that you have, or whatever job that you're at. It's all about collaborating. It's a collaborative energy that you can utilize, okay, while at the same token keeping the peace while you're trying to grind and hustle and get the things that you want in life. Now it's not the time to be lazy about anything right now, I'll tell you, because you're gonna be playing catch up forever and you don't want to do that. So put time and energy into the things that you can control. Whatever else is playing out in the world right now, like, I wouldn't even waste no time and energy on that. It's called AKA a distraction, right? If you ain't got no means of helping that area of life, don't even talk about it. Don't even post anything about it on social media. Just peep it, move forward, take all of your energy and time and put it into things that you can produce something beautiful out of, right? Because remember, Libra energy is ruled by Venus. You know, it's not just about love and relationships, it's also about the money game too. So you got to peep game on that. You can't forget about that, period. Okay, so don't get caught up in trying to make things look good, or don't get caught up in trying to, you know, wait too long to make a decision. You got to be bold when it comes to this Mars energy when it's in Libra. Just be bold, be assertive at the same token of that Mars energy, right? But, you know, just look good while you do it. You know, they always say when you look good, you feel good. So, I mean, you can still make things look sweet, but you got to charge ahead and be like a boss, like for real, okay? So let's kind of talk about what's your rising. That way I can go through the houses 1 through 12 on what to look out for, okay? So as far as Mars and Libra, what else do we have? That's the only thing right now that's going on in Libra. Okay, so Mars and Libra, let's see here. So Aries rising, hold on. So Aries rising is going to be in your 7th house, Taurus rising 6th house, Gemini rising 5th house, Cancer rising 4th, Leo rising 3rd, Virgo rising 2nd, Libra rising, of course, your 1st house. Scorpio rising is going to be in your 12th house, Sag rising 11th, Cap rising is going to be in your 10th. And then let's see, Aquarius rising, this is going to be, of course, in your 9th house, and then Pisces rising will be the 8th, okay? Now, also, too, so now let's say, for example, you're one of the rising signs, right? So we'll just use me. I'm a Cap rising. So this is going to be playing out in my 10th house of public image, career, all that status, right? So what you want to do is find out truly where the house lord is at. So since Libra is ruled by Venus, right, find where your Venus is at. So if I go check around, my Venus is in my 2nd house. And my 2nd house is Aquarius. Venus is in Aquarius energy. So what I'm going to do is take that energy and mix it with my 10th house while Mars is there. So I can take action to the fullest, right? This is how you alchemize the energy. So what I'll probably do is I'll look at all the traits, right? So since I have Venus in the 2nd house, or Aquarius in the 2nd house, Aquarius actually likes to be there. It's all about finances, value, you know, making money, self-worth. Aquarius likes to be a little bit rebellious in that area. You know, a unique way of like kind of how I value everything, you know, and how I value like my resources and things of that nature. So I'm all about doing things kind of on my own, but like, how do I say it? Doing things in a way where it comes, like when money comes to me, like I hold it so dear, like as far as like, okay, I'm like, okay, I got this, now I'm going to put it into something else. So with having Aquarius in my 2nd house, it's kind of like, I like to be innovative and independent in a sense, to the material world and whatever it is I value personally. So now what I'm going to do, once you realize what sign you have that in, where Venus is at, where it's playing, right? Take all of that energy, all those qualities, traits, characteristics, and slap it into where Mars is going to be at, okay? Wherever it's playing out in your houses, as far as your rising sign. So what I'll do is I'm going to add that unique style, because it's in my 10th house of, right, public image and career. So I'm going to use Aquarius energy and put it towards that, which is adding, being unique, being innovative, thinking outside of the box, you know, being super authentic in the things that I value, you know, when it comes to career or my public image or any public endeavors that I have right now, in the way that I capture attention for whatever it is I'm trying to get money or build a status in, or, you know, whatever helps me to go forward. So that's how you kind of alchemize the energy, okay? So now that you kind of know that, that'll be your homework as far as finessing that, right? That's how you finesse the energy that's playing out. So let's talk about it, right? So if you have Mars in the houses 1 through 12, let's talk about if you have Mars in Libra. So if you have this in the 1st house, we all know 1st house is all about self. So you want to start taking care of yourself, but showing your true self, okay? Showing who you are. You know, you gotta like really amp up your style, or, you know, amp up your reputation, how you identify yourself in this world. You might be changing things up, switching things up. On the negative side, you might trip about what others think when you do switch up your hairstyle, or the way that you dress, or the way that you talk, walk, whatever it is that you're into. You might think, oh, what are they going to think about me? I don't want to do this. So there goes the fear and the doubt. So you have to kind of also be careful and just kind of do things just because you want to do it. So you have to find balance with however it is you want to represent yourself or present yourself to the world. And in the same token of that, you know, still be respectful, have integrity. You know, if everyone has an opinion, they're like assholes, but you don't need to argue about it, or you don't need to fight on why you want to wear what you want to wear, or why you want to get a tattoo here, or do this, or whatever it is that you're trying to like portray as far as self and your image and things of that nature. Okay, just do it. Who cares? Damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? Second house. If you have Mars here rolling in the second house, we all know second house is all about this is actually a Venus house because it's Taurus here. So it's all about the money game going on, right? So you're going to be able to, it's time to take action on boosting your self-worth and boosting also taking care of like your finances, you know, in a positive way. Like, you know, you can really use this energy, Mars and Libra, to really hustle and really step your financial game up for real. But be aware when it's in the second house, you don't want to flex too hard, you know, or just to try and get something to impress somebody. Damn, that plane is flying hella low and in a different direction I've never seen in my life. Is that even a plane? The fuck? I don't know, y'all. I've been seeing something in the sky. I'm like, hold on. So this is like that energy where people want to flex for the gram. Like you get something you know you can't afford right now, and you're just trying to like show off for the internet or show off in front of your friends or whatever, and then you broke or something like that. So you got to be careful, hustle smart, and really know what you're investing your money and time and energy into. Third house is house of communication, right? This house is ruled by Gemini, aka Mercury energy. So when you're taking action here, you might want to initiate and try and like, you want to open up, you want to learn something new. You got to speak your mind too. You got to speak your truth. No beating around the bush here, okay? Be very confident with that Mars energy, because you can get scattered and your focus can go like all over the place if you're not handling this energy correctly, okay? So know when to be serious, know when to have fun, know when to focus, and also focus on what matters, like I was saying earlier, okay? As far as fourth house, you know, this is a Cancer house, so this is moon house ruler, right? So I would say what you need to initiate as far as Mars and Libra energy, you want to take care of like how you feel at home. Take care of everything in your home right now, like the feel good vibes, any home projects that you may have. You know, take care of home, whatever it is. You might be reorganizing something, cleansing the energy out, whatever it is, and building your foundation, right? And the people that you may live with. This could be kids, lovers, roommates. Just take care of home. But the thing about it is, don't try and rely on anyone to do anything. Like if you tell somebody to do something, they don't do it, give them a little bit of time, give them the benefit of the doubt a little bit, but don't go too far and wait, I told you to do that. And then later on, there's a detriment where somebody ain't pay the light bill or the garbage bill and get taken out. You know what I mean? Like you'll end up like blaming them for something that you could have just done if they didn't do it in a timely manner. You could have just taken action on that. So also too, whatever it is that you're trying to do and you live with other people, don't wait for their approval, just do it. So find a kind of a nice balance between like the family love dynamic, and also creating your own footprints in sand. Like when you're creating your own path, you got to have your own space to make your own decisions and do what you got to do, or do what needs to be done in a timely fashion without blaming or pointing fingers later. Okay. So fifth house is a creative house, Leo energy, right? Sun house. So I would say if Mars is here, you might want to start a creative project. You might want to start something that reps who you are this day and age. This could be pertaining to you starting your business. This could be pertaining to, maybe it's like, I don't know, you want to create like these glasses and you want to make them, and this can turn into a business, whatever it is. You kind of want to just, even when you're like presenting yourself to the world, like try not to have a filter, just be you. Like literally be authentically you, clear as day. That way people can love you for you being you, and not something that you just created and made up in your head to where it ain't gonna go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like putting on a facade, you know? So I would say this is a creative house. This also deals with romantic partnerships too, but you know, Mars, all about action. It's all about getting it together, right? So I would say you focus on, you know, whatever it is you're passionate about and live it up, right? because on the flip side to this, when it's in the 5th house, a Leo house, you can get attention in the wrong places and you can become a clout chaser. So you don't want to do that, because clout chasing, we know, ain't no fun, right? And it's like people can try and get money by any means necessary, at any cost. So you got to kind of be careful with that. Just express yourself while still, you know, respecting what other people have got going on, but you do your thing, right? 6th house. So we all know this is a Virgo house. Ruled by Mercury, right? So nighttime. So I would say, since this is all about like your daily living activities, health can be a theme still. So make sure you just get on a healthy tip. If Mars is in your 6th house right now, you should be getting on your healthy tip. This Mars and Libra energy, okay? Like this is like meal planning, whatever. Take your vitamins, hydrate, whatever it is you got to do. Work out, do your yoga, whatever it is that you do. Like this is the time to do it. This is how you use that energy correctly. Oh, excuse me, and improve on your hustle game too, as far as your health. Ooh, so that's gonna matter. So that way you can level up your well-being, because when you feel good, you know what I'm saying, then you can carry out your duties, responsibilities, and obligations in the 6th house, whatever it is that you're taking care of, whatever it is you're tapping into. Because on the flip side to this, you could be OCD, overworking yourself. So you gotta be careful of that energy too. So I would just say hustle with balance, but put yourself in grind mode too, but make sure you know when to rest and all the things. You know, make sure you remember to eat something and drink water. 7th house energy. So as far as taking action here, I would initiate, this is a house of relationships. This is actually a Libra house. So if you have Mars and Libra here in the 7th house, you know, this is a double-edged sword too, because Libra can be comfortable here. So link up with people that actually are on the same accord as you. Like you guys have the same interests, the same vision. You guys are on the same hustle, same grind, same frequency, right? That way your communication and whatever it is that you guys tap into, it's gonna be like, it's gonna feel like chemistry. It's gonna feel organic. Like everything's gonna feel good. Because now's not the time to kind of be around people that are playing and messing with their life. How does it look when everybody else is out there, like, you know, they just want to like go party and have fun when you're trying to build a business? Like, it's like, where are your priorities at? You might not be wanting to do that. They might take you backwards instead of forward, because you're not in that lifestyle anymore. So you got to make sure you hang around like-minded people. It's that simple, especially when it's in your 7th house of connections. Build upon those connections too. Be like, hit them up, you know. Be active with whatever is, you know, congratulate them or motivate them or keep them, you know, accountability partners, you know what I'm saying? Things of that nature, okay? That way you can build solid connections, because on the flip side to this, you might be in the people-pleasing energy. You might be a little soft, okay? Just to keep a relationship going when that shouldn't even be it. So I would say keep it real as possible. Have an open door policy when you're communicating with people. Let them know, like, hey, straight up, like, no, I don't feel like doing that. Or I'm gonna catch you on the flip side, or I'll see you at the next one. I'm gonna go do this. This is how you build strong partnerships, because then they'll respect your space and vice versa. They know that you value your time and energy in whatever it is that you're putting, you know, into in your life, okay? And then they'll see, and they won't try and convince you, or they won't try and put peer pressure on, no, go to the club with us, or go here, screw that, you ain't gotta do that, save that for next week. When they know it's something that's really important to you, they'll actually give you your space. They'll still invite you, but they won't give you that pressure of it all, right? They'll, you know, because they'll see that you value your time. So 8th house energy. So if Mars is here in the 8th house, this is a deep house, this is a Scorpio house. So this is a Mars, aka / Pluto house. So, and Pluto's retrograding right now. Transform yourself, okay? Whatever it is. If you're not open to a death in birth, you know, transformation of life right now, this is not going to work for you. You're going to be so in a detriment. But if you are willing to change and to, you know, remove the old version of you, old patterns, beliefs, morals, values, all the things, and come into this new space, this new version of who you are, you can utilize the resources that are around you like a pro. Even the intimate connections that you have, like your best friends or people you talk to every day. Intimate doesn't have to mean sex, but it can, you know, but, you know, use those people like a pro in a sense. Dive deep, dig really deep into yourself in this 8th house energy too. Like take action on really taking care of you, looking at the man in the mirror and working on yourself. You might need to do a little bit of shadow work, who knows? Because on the flip side to this, here comes the, you know, you can like really trip yourself up over like having power struggles or playing power games, manipulation and all of that to get the things that you want when Mars is in Libra in this house, in the 8th house. So just embrace the change and just really, you know, share whatever needs to be shared and then take action when you need to take action. Try not to be secretive or hide, because when you are taking action, there's some things that some people may not need to know, but then there are some things that you may need to inform people of, that way they don't bother you, so you can take care of X, Y, and Z. Make sense? So 9th house. 9th house is a Sag house by Jupiter. So learn something. Take action on learning something. Take a course. You know, go online, study something, listen to a podcast or whatever, you know. Just broaden your horizons in some form or fashion. You might need to travel somewhere outside of the current space that you've been in for a while. You might need some fresh air. You might need to just do something a little bit different. It might motivate you, because you can really have a new view or a new outlook on life. Someone might change your perspective in the midst of a conversation. You never know. I need to close that goddamn door with all these flips. So, because on the negative side to this, you might, when you do learn something, you might be forcing your beliefs on somebody else, and that's never fun, because you can make someone feel like they're in a detriment because you know something that's better than them, or I don't know, you might think this is the right way and they're doing it the wrong way. You know, everybody has a different journey, everybody has a different level of learning, so you got to respect that and just move on. You know, you can drop a seed and, you know what I'm saying, but it's leave it up to them to water it so it can grow. Or they might get the message a day late, $1 short, who cares? But forcing someone to learn something or know something, it's a little bit too late for that. We're a little late in the game for that. Just FYI. So just learn from different sides. Look at and see what perspective they're coming from, what you're coming from, kind of understand, overstand, and then either you can take it in, take it like a grain of salt, or you can be like, you know what, I like to learn a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you kind of deal with that. But I would say, it's like keeping score in a sense, you know, like whatever it is that you're dishing out, you can see how are people resonating with the information that I'm providing. Are they learning something? Is it, you know, thought provoking? Should I keep going with this, or am I getting a lot of negative feedback? You know, you can kind of like weigh things out like that. 10th house. So if Mars in Libra is operating your 10th house, this is time to really boss up your career, your status, your reputation, really work on yourself. You can really lead yourself into some high spaces, new places, new faces kind of an energy, okay? Depending on whatever it is that you're taking action on. Are you building something from the ground up? Are you already have a business, or are you like knee deep into whatever career you have going on right now and you want to level up there? You know, you gotta, take action. Take action on that, right? But also too, while you're taking action, try not to be a people pleaser just to get what you want, or don't over compromise, you know, stand your ground on your morals, values, and beliefs as you're moving forward in whatever endeavors you're trying to build, as far as when it comes to the 10th house energy. You know, chase your dreams and stuff like that. Chase your dreams, but keep it a whole buck. Keep it a whole buck. Just keep it a whole buck. Don't finesse nothing like in a sense where you gotta lie to get it. Keep it a whole buck and you'll be good. 11th house here. So 11th house, we all know this is the house of connections, your social groups and things of that nature. This is an Aquarius house, by the way. We have moon in Aquarius. This is a Saturn house if you think about it. Because, you know, Aquarius is primarily ruled by Saturn, but the co-ruler is Uranus. So that's the house lord there. So anyway, so think of as taking action as far as Mars and Libra energy. Really connect with people. Get involved. Really dive deep into figure out what are their interests, what are they into, what's going on, to see if it correlates even with what you want to mess with. Because you don't want to waste your time, energy, money just to be around people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, what are you here for? Like, do you guys have the same things going on? Can you elevate? Can you lift each other up? Can you learn something from these group of people? Because on the flip side to this, you can get caught up in other people and what they got going on, and then they're going to tell you how to move, and then they're vicariously living through you because they see your light, and they'll take advantage of that, and they could be energy vampires and suck you dry and want to just take over in the 11th house. So you got to kind of really be careful with this. So I would say roll with the team, because You know, you can't do everything alone, especially when you have big dreams, passions, desires, and goals and things that you want to achieve in life. Sometimes you do need a team. You know, if you do it by yourself, oh no. So roll with the team, but make sure the team is on the same accord as you and you're on the same accord with them. That way you guys can really build a strong community or whatever it is that you're trying to tap into. And you can still create your own path, but yet you have like-minded individuals that are around you and you guys are all kind of on the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna make sense if you hanging out with people, like I said, that are, let's say there's people that are just into like Forex and stock market and all that stuff, and you're over here just trying to like create clothing and sneakers. Like, you might have some cool conversations that you might be relatable, but you guys are on two different, you know, playing fields. You guys are both all getting it, you know, so you can kind of relate in that kind of form or fashion, but you can run faster with people that are into the same things as you, like into doing the same things as you. You can run a little bit faster that way. Makes sense, right? 12th house really quick, and then we're going to go and talk about the moon in Aquarius. So 12th house is a spiritual house. This is a Pisces house ruled by Neptune, co-ruler. Oh, excuse me. I mean, Jupiter, co-ruler Neptune. Oh, the burping has got to stop. So I would say with this, as far as Mars and Libra energy, take action as far as like spiritually, like making sure you're replenishing your spirit, because your spirit controls the mind controls the body. So you want to make sure that you're tuned in, tapped in, and turned on, whatever it is that you got going on. This is not the time to get blinded by anything here. So I would say use this house to kind of reflect on really what wasn't working. Sometimes you may look at this and be in this house and be like, you know what, that really wasn't good for me. I gotta kind of move it a certain way. It doesn't make me feel good. It's not soul good for me. So I gotta kind of do something different. You know, you can really dive into your own thoughts, but make sure your thoughts are like more positive. And if you catch yourself in a negative and you slip up, it's okay. Cancel that, and then like go forward. Like, not the time to get negative, because on this house, you can really escape and not take any action. And here you go back to repeating a cycle from like 10 years ago with bad habits and all the things. You can just fall into a hole here. So you got to kind of be careful, okay? It's good to reflect and be in solitude and be alone and have your space and be happy and okay with having your own little bubble, but don't stay in the bubble for too long, okay? Don't stay in the spirit room for too long. And then, you know what I'm saying? Also, you can't be just all about earthly material things for you. Know what I'm saying? You got to have a nice balance, right? Mars and Libra energy. So stay grounded when it's in your 12th house, okay? You gotta bring it back to reality and take care of business, right? So let's kind of talk about moon in Aquarius, you guys, really quick. Since this is an air video pretty much for the most part, so I kind of thought I'd throw that in because it just went into. Let's throw a little handy dandy our astro weather report. So yeah, I'm doing the Uranus retrograde video later or tomorrow because it's just stationed right now, but it's gonna go retro any moment. Let's see here. So yeah, the moon just went into Aquarius today. So let's talk about it. As far as like ourself and our reactions, because it's all about how we're react and respond. When the moon's rolling in Aquarius, guys, people are all about, for the most part, on a positive note, some people, you'll see that they'll be open-minded. They'll be open to hearing what you have to say while keeping their cool. You know, Aquarius don't like to be in their emotions at all. So you can actually use energy to gain emotional intelligence. Oh my God, hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, I don't know where you guys went, but I had to. I'm so funny. I really am. I'm gonna do too much sometimes. Hold on, y'all. We're getting you back up. I promise. I swear to you. Okay, here we are. So, like I said, Aquarius don't like to be in their emotions, you guys. So you have to also remember that, let's see, it's at 4 degrees right now. So you got to make sure you are adaptable right now, okay? You know, remember, Aquarius is co-ruler Uranus of the unexpected. Like I said, and Uranus is about to go retro. So you gotta learn how to handle unexpected situations like a pro. Okay, you gotta, because it's an air energy. You gotta have a level head when you're reacting or responding, even when it gets crazy and wild. Because you gotta watch out when the moon is in Aquarius. You know, that flip side, some people, they might come off as detached. So if you're talking to a lover or a friend about something deep and emotional, they may not want to hear it right now. They may not want to hear the sob stories or whatever negative energy you're in. Some people might not want to be there, okay? It's kind of like keeping your feelings locked up in a vault. Some people just don't want to do it, okay? So it's important that you can show some emotion, but don't lose your edge. Don't go a little bit, like, read the room. Read the room and check temperatures first before you just kind of like throw up on somebody about what the hell's going on. Everybody's going through something, but you know, sometimes getting a little bit of that raw emotion, some people aren't ready for it. Some people don't want to connect on that level, so you got to be careful. So let's talk about love and relationships. If you are in a love relationship, or if you're trying to build a connection, business partnership, situationship, friendship, whatever it is you're trying to build, whatever ship you're trying to sail right now, or ships. You know, when the moon is repping Aquarius right now, this is kind of like, it can be, but it's more so about loyalty, right? Aquarius wants to know that you're loyal to the soil, you mean what you say, and you don't care about what no one kind of thinks. So if you have a partner right now, if you're talking to somebody, you know, or someone that's your ride or die or whatever, you know, make sure you hold on to them right now, okay? Relationships are going to be thriving off of communication and any shared ideas that anybody has. How are we doing with, are we, of course, you know, my channel will probably be blurry. Hold on. So anywho, so where's my other list? Let's wait till it clears up. Are we clear? Or nobody's gonna tell me that it's blurry. YouTube be messing with people's stuff. Okay, so just remember, some people aren't comfortable diving deep into their feelings, okay? So if you're trying to let your guard down, make sure you check temperature. Let's just move on to money and career. Money and career, with the moon in Aquarius, you could be a game changer right now because Aquarian energy likes to think outside of the social norm of everything. So bring on those ideas. If you think it's crazy and wild, it just might work for you and other people as well. So I would say bring that to the forefront if you have innovative thinking, things like that, as far as when it comes to career, finances, building a business, things of that nature. You can't be afraid to rock the boat. You can't be afraid to be unique. You can't be afraid to do something that no one else is doing. You never know. It might be the next big hitter. You might become the goddamn, I don't know, like the, you might have the key, you might be the key, the plug to something else that's not even out there right now in the world, okay? It's all about being unconventional right now. But you have to be aware though, sometimes too, with that energy, you could take it a little bit too far. It might not be such a grand idea. So, and you also might avoid help. Like I said, Aquarian energy, they like to be more so independent. It's hard for them, some people, to kind of reach out, to have social groups or to do things amongst other people in group status. So I would say be open. You're supposed to kind of like be open with this Aquarian energy and collab with people. Teamwork can bring you beyond, because think about it, if you have a team of people, this person might be good at something, this person might be good at something, another person might be, you know, everybody has their little niche on what they've mastered, and coming together as a team can really help you. It can really improve, okay? It can really balance things out versus being solo. Let's kind of talk about really quick Uranus. It's stationed to go retrograde in the sign of Taurus. Taurus is an earth energy, you guys. You know, I already did a Uranus and Taurus video. You guys can watch that. But looking at right now, Uranus is at 23 degrees. It's knee deep in. So look within, discover who you are. This is all about self-discovery. Okay. You know, be innovative. You know, if you have any unique talents, gifts, or skill sets, bring them to the forefront. Shake things up in a positive way. Now, on the negative side to this, you have to be cautious because a lot of people might turn rebellious. I'm going to do a full detail on this, but you might get very rebellious within yourself. Old patterns may resurface, like your old ways of doing things might come into play. You might get a little bit restless. So stay aware and, you know, channel your energy wisely. But like I said, I'm going to do a full-on video and go knee deep in with Uranus going retrograde. We'll do that in another video. So let's kind of switch it up. Let's do a reading, guys. How about that? How about that? Hold on. Who's ready for the collective spread? I know I am. So let's do the how about these? We're gonna use our energy. Energy cards here. I just hope my video wasn't blurry the whole time because that would suck. But my numbers keep going up and down. I don't have time. Nobody cares, right? We're getting the message out there. Okay, what do we need to know for the collective as far as Mars in Libra? Mars and Libra for the collective. So these are oracles and they also involve numerology as well, you guys. Mars in Libra. We got a lot of high numbers here. Ooh, we have envy that came out, you guys. So some people could be very envious, you know what I'm saying? Depending, they could feel this way. Some type of feeling or emotion. You can feel like, you know, with the Mars being the planet of action, right? And then Libra likes the finer things, like beauty, love, aesthetics. They're all about the money too. So it's kind of like you could be looking at someone's glamorous life. This is not the time to... We got to get rid of the comparisons. You are your own unique individual. You do things in your own way. So if you are a person that is envious of somebody else's life and the way they look, you're in the wrong energy, right? You need to be utilizing this energy and capitalizing off how you can make something for yourself. Like I said, pay attention to your earth houses and your, because we got a lot of earth playing out. Pay attention to those houses because that's the material world energy, right? If you're looking at someone saying, oh my God, I wish I could be like them, don't ever say that because you never know the trials and tribulations or things that they had to do to get to where they need to go. You never know. They could have sold their soul. You never know. So it's like you better be wishing upon a star for yourself, about yourself, things that you want to carry out. So it's kind of like being in that energy of like, you know, it can look like I said, this could just be a thought, a feeling, or an emotion. So you have to peep game on, this is dark energy here, okay? It's okay to like, you know, you look at your life and be like, oh, I don't like where I'm at right now. Or I see myself being in a better space, or I have a bigger vision for myself. And then kind of looking at that vision with all this golden light, sunny energy, right? And then trying to use that 0 as a reset or restart. Start now, start where you're at. Tap into whatever it is you got going on. Hi, kids. Hope I'm not late today. I've been missing your lives. It's okay, I know. And everything's been going in and out lately. I don't know what's going on with the numbers, and it was blurry a little bit earlier, so it's fine. I just started the collective. Literally just started. This is the first card. So when you're looking at, you know, let's say you're looking at a vision board. Let's say right now, okay, But try not to stay in an energy where you're sobbing, mad, or comparing, or sad that you're not where you're supposed to be. You're exactly where you're supposed to be at this day and age, at this time that you're watching this video. There could be some things that you need to learn. There could be some people that you need to drop off. There could be some, because if, you know, let's say God wants to give you everything right now, you might not be able to handle it. You might go back and resort to old energy. Remember, we are in retrograde season right now. So some people, you might be seeing these things like, oh, I love this. As you're looking at social media, or you're looking at friends, family, loved ones, whatever, you might see them like, oh, I want that life. But no, like, hopefully you're looking at your vision board, you know, your vision, because everyone has their own specific vision that God gave to them. So whatever it is that you're tapping into, you want to make sure that you're living out your dreams, passions, aspirations. Now, if you have other people that share the same vision, aka any like, you know, social groups or any people that you meet, that's grand, right? It's building a team of people that are on the same accord to get you out of any kind of like dark energy or any sadness or fear or doubt or any of that. That way you can get here, right? Because in the mix of that, we do also have hostilities here as well. So having the hostilities card, if you really look at it, it's like this person is ready for war. He's got the sword activated, got the helmet ready, got all the gear, right? So it's like whatever it is that, you know, like I said, Mars in Libra energy, you could feel a certain way, okay? But you never know how it's going to come. I feel like whatever you're passionate about, whatever it is that you value, it's time to take action on it and put love into it. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know how it's going to play out. With that number 6 there, it could be like, okay, like I said, make sure you're around people that it's like one hand washes the other. You know, it's like whatever you're giving out, you receive it back. It's just the reciprocity of it all with that number 26 equaling the number 8. Okay? To have everything just coming and flowing and going. You know, rinse and repeat kind of an energy to get to where you need to go. We do also have here that came out, let's go in order, the first chakra. Okay, this is Archangel Michael. This is our root chakra energy. So whenever you are creating something, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, when you add that emotion and the feeling to it, it makes you want to keep doing it. It doesn't feel like work because it's something that you're creative or you feel good about. You're in love with it, you know, whatever creative gift, talents, or skills, whatever it is that you're involved in, whether this is people, places, and things that are around you and your surroundings with that number 3. Another 8, once again, 35 equaling 8. So it's like whatever you're around, whatever it is you're tapping into as far as in the creative world or whatever you're bringing light to, whatever you're passionate about, whether it's a person, place, or a thing, when you put that emotion and feeling and then you also have that vision too, you can really materialize some grand things for yourself to come in. You really can. Remember, like I said, a lot of earth energy playing out, which is allowing us to focus on our material world right now. Just make sure you utilize integrity and you're not stepping on everybody and being shady about it, trying to get the things that you want, because, you know, karma is real. Okay? So we do have woman holding a coin. So whenever you're building your foundation, bringing stability and security for yourself with that number 4, you want to be able to celebrate life, right? So you have to make sure that you are holding your coin. This means like kind of making sure that you're not just giving everybody your time, energy, and also knowing what you're investing in and why you're doing it. Who are you investing in? What are you investing your time, money, energy into? Okay, so be very selective of that during this time. The days are over where you can kind of just frolic and be around everybody, right? Because if you don't care about, oh shit, there must be a fire somewhere. If you don't care about, if you're showing the world that you don't value yourself, you don't care about yourself, ain't nobody gonna care about you, okay? And this can make you feel a certain way with that number 2. I feel like a lot of people are looking for reciprocity right now, okay? I mean, it's just the name of the game. Because a lot of people are starting to recognize, like, damn, I put all my time, energy into this person, place, or thing, and, like, nothing's happening. It's stagnant, it's stuck, or it left me in a detriment, or it left me going backtracking in an old life cycle, outdated ways of doing things, and you're over here trying to be this new person. So it's like that could be on your mind right now. You only want to mess with people who are really on the same accord as you right now. This will help you elevate, this will help you grow, this will help you open up more doors, have more opportunities in life. okay? Period. You know, you want things to kind of come back to you naturally and organically. I feel like a lot of people also have expectations right now too. But you want to be able to celebrate life in that sense, okay? Knowing that you put good out into the world and you're going to get all that good energy back. In the midst of all this, of course, you're going to have the haters and things of that nature, but haters are going to be your biggest fans. So don't even worry about it. But just focus on knowing only put your time and energy into people that actually, people, places, and things that actually you value, okay? And that matter to you right now. If you put your time and energy into things that you can't control, you're putting your energy into the wrong fight. Period. You're wasting your time pretty much on a distraction, aka, right? So we also have a man holding a heart right now too, okay? Now, whoever you do care about, let's say you have a family, let's say you have kids or a lover, okay? Like I said, taking care of home, especially Mars and Libra is playing into your 4th house energy right now. Take care of home, honey, okay? Make sure everyone's good and copacetic, but also don't leave yourself in a detriment. Don't leave yourself in the back burner. Take care of yourself too. Have a balance with that. That way you can feel good about the things that you're tapping into right now. Some of us, a man holding a heart, you might have to let go of people in the midst of these things. On the elevator up, this could be divorce, breakups, you know, it could be a theme because it's retrograde energy, you know. So you might have to let go of old friends, old group of social groups that you used to hang out with. You know, maybe you don't want to hang out even with your coworkers at work. They're on a whole nother type of time than you are, you know, based on whatever it is that you got going on right now. So 45 equaling the number of 9. Like I said earlier, being open to change, being open to having that death and rebirth kind of an energy needs to be the name of the game. And like I said, with Uranus about to go retrograde any moment, it's kind of like forcing you to go inward and innovative and think of a way that you can actually be like, you know what, I need to really change. Because once you change like in the inward stance and you become better and you build yourself up inside, internally, then externally it automatically will show based on how you react and respond and your patterns and behaviors. It just works like that. You'll probably even start glowing. So in the midst of all that, with that 45, it might be the ending of something, but that'll birth something way better than what you had before anyways, when you thought this was the greatest thing since sliced bread, and then now it's like, oh wait, this connection's actually better than that. Oh, this relationship closed so that I can actually, you know, all these new opportunities just started coming to me. Think about it. Has that ever happened to you? Whenever you lose a friend or a boyfriend, girlfriend, divorce, whatever it is, or a job or something like that, what comes right after that? It's usually like a way better circumstance than what you were in before. It's like all of a sudden, all these doors and all these opportunities start flooding in. It's like, oh, damn, that's all I had to do is let go of this. Because sometimes we're hanging on to energies, or we're hanging on to these things that we don't even need. And sometimes it's a subconscious thing. You may know that you're not even paying attention to that person, but it could be something so toxic that's just sitting there collecting mold and dust that you don't need in your life, whether it's a person, place, or thing. And once you get rid of it, it's like, oh, it's like all of a sudden you're like, oh, all these things just start flooding in. That's good for me. You know, you start to peep game on that. And it's just like, oh, dang. So this is why it's important to pay attention to who you're putting your time, energy, and money into right now during this time. Okay? You could be hindering yourself from certain things. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. I see it happening all the time. So we got to put in our thinking caps. Okay? With Mars and Libra energy, it's also Moon and Aquarius energy. It's a lot of air. So it's like, this is a wise person. 4 and 7 are masculine, divine masculine numbers. So it's like putting action towards something. Whether this is like you thinking of a master plan, you're thinking of all these thoughts and ideas in a positive way to change your life, but you're also, you're putting into your daily routine, your daily living activities. Like you're incorporating these things so you can have a change, you can have change. You know, 47 equaling the number 11, it's a master number 11 right there. Still another action number, but you know, it's like, but it's materializing the things that you want to see. So 47 is kind of like you conjuring up, you learning something, or, you know, you tapping into something new, whether this is getting a new skill set, whether this is just learning yourself or learning the people that are around you, or learning your community, or what's playing out in the world right now, but you're not scared. There's no fear. You're still doing you, doing what needs to be done. You're still going forward in the midst of all these things. Once you continue to stay consistent and you're productive and not just staying busy on something that don't matter, you're productive with your time and energy and your resources and your money and things of that nature, boom, then here comes the materialization of all of that, right? You're putting work into something, and you're putting love into it. Mars and Libra. You're putting a little love, and you're putting love into it, that for whatever you're building upon, whatever bricks you're putting, you know, as far as building your foundation, however you want it to look. You know what I'm saying? Look at these things, okay? Having the equilibrium, having the balance with that number 4. Knowing when to have a little bit of fun and celebrate and take breaks and rest, right? But also still staying focused on the prize and your end goal, whatever it is, right? Having that balance with the number 4. Look at it as a table. You got to make sure all the legs on the table are solid, right? Before you can put your fucking entrees, appetizers, all those things on top of it, right? And then you can see who's sitting at the table with you. You know what I'm saying? The table, you got to have the legs there first, okay? So with that 9 there, like I told you, you got to have the death and rebirth. Sometimes you're not going to have those people sitting at the table anymore. It's like, I want to see you win, but you ain't finna be sitting at my table, though. Like, you can go over there and build whatever you want to build, okay? Sometimes that has to happen, right? You look at that number, 13 equaling 4 again. So it's like making sure that whatever it is you're building, you have the integrity, you're being wise about it, you're making those decisions. Not everything's gonna be perfect. We are gonna make mistakes. I take those as learning lessons. You're gonna learn from everything. But as long as you're going forward in life and you're creating these experiences for yourself and you're not hiding in a corner and hiding from life, you're gonna have a lot of things shake. You gotta shake things up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn some form or fashion. If somebody ain't teaching you something, you gotta learn on your own. And that may cause you to put yourself in the fire. That may cause you to, you know, find out something that you've never seen before or heard before or whatever it is, but now you know, kind of an energy, right? Because you experienced it your goddamn self, and now you have a story to tell. I mean, look at life, like, I'm just saying. Sometimes we gotta be our own teachers. I know, like, I'm born in the 80s, so I had to be my own teacher on a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Some of us nowadays are, like, teaching our parents stuff. So some people had to grow up real fast. You didn't have a choice, you know? So we're in this new age now, y'all. This is where we're at. So now we're going to move on to Tarotstrology really quick and see what we need to be aware of with our Spirit Cosmo deck. Love this deck. So what do we need to know as far as Mars and Libra? What are some highlights? How you been though, kids? Nice to see you. Mars and Libra. For the collective. I don't know where I put my... I'll find it. It's somewhere. Alright. Okay. Yep, and then I was saying that too, and it's just like, you gotta get out of Hermit. Mars just got out of Virgo. Okay? You gotta get out of Hermit. The days are over where you can hide behind, like, there's people that are, you know, hiding behind computers nowadays. Like, using AI, but not using it to their best abilities. Like, all these tools. Use all of these tools, guys. We have so many tools in the world that you can use. So much information is out there, but you just got to see what works for you and how to make it work for you. You can't hide anymore, you know? Stop skipping the small details of things, you know? This is like worrying energy. You're worrying. Some people are worrying too much about something. And like I said, with that Libra energy, that can leave you in a space to, if you're spending too much time trying to make a decision on trying to decide whether they go left or whether they go right, you probably missed so many opportunities or so many experiences. It's just like, you don't want to play catch up. Just take things head on. Make that decision. Oh, who cares if you mess up or if you feel like, oh, I didn't do that wrong, whatever. You acknowledge that you didn't do it the correct way, and now that causes you, okay, this doesn't work, so I'm going to find a way that works. You got to be more solution-based with everything. You can't just hide. Oh my God, I made a mistake. I'm going to run from the world. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. This sucks. Like, we can't do that. You can't run from your problems, because when you run from your problems, you're running from self. If you're running from your duties, responsibilities, obligations, you are running from life. You're running from experiencing life. We're supposed to here to experience life and create. We're supposed to learn lessons here. Earth is school. Last time I checked. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, put yourself in it. Just let it happen. And whatever happens, boom, get yourself out of it. You know, when people have tower moments, it's like watch the building fall first and then think of a solution on how to take whatever crumbs or building blocks that are left to build the next tower up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be more solutions, whether this is like breakups, divorces, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, losing a job, losing a home. Be more solution based. Look at all your resources. I know we're material world energy right now. We're forced to kind of look at all of our resources. This is why it's good when people say, like, get to know your community, get to know your neighbors. What are they involved in? You can have an electrician, a person that does a water company. You can have someone that does painting, someone that does electrical, someone that does security, someone that's a geek on the computer, someone, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got all these people around you. And if you just had a quick conversation with them, this can help you and flip this 10 of Pentacles all the way around. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, things are going to get shaken up. Expect the unexpected, because Uranus is going retrograde as well. But while we still have all these planets, I know we're in retrograde season, this is not a chance to like give up or like, oh, I'm going to wait till retrograde's over to do something. Like, no, like do it now. Like, do it fucking now. Like, do it now so that you can have these new beginnings. Because after 10 is 1, right? Having a new journey, doing something different, doing something out of the box, being innovative, okay? Being that person that has that spark, bringing something new to the table. Aren't you tired of the same rhetoric and the same headlines playing out? Like, create your own lane, create your own footprints in the sand, and bring people with you. If they don't want to come with you, fine, leave them there, but keep going forward, keep forging forward. You can't care about what anybody thinks. This is why it's important to be very selective. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Be selective with your time and energy and your money. You can't just be like throwing your money or giving it, being on the phone for hours at a day, not doing anything, or whatever it is that you're engaging in. Whether this is like even on social media, talking about like, I don't know, politics or something crazy going on in the world. Like, if you can't change it, don't put energy into it. There's energy vampires, energy harvesting at its all-time high during retrograde season. You have to keep game on, like, retrograde energy is forcing you to go inward. And a lot of people that didn't do anything for the last few years, and they see you as a glowing light, they see you doing something, they're going to try and harvest your energy. Period. And leave you in a detriment. Either leave your pockets empty, your bank dry, or your actual vessel drained. I'm pretty sure you don't want any of those things. Period. So we got to go this way and be selective with who we're hanging out with, what we're putting our time into, what we're putting our energy into. This goes for the conversations that we're having, things that we're saying. You know what I'm saying? Places that we be going frequently, people that we be visiting, whatever it is that we're tapping into. You have to be selective, baby. You have to be selective during this time. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? You got to love people from a distance. Knight of Chalice is in reverse. Some people may come in and out. This is that Libra energy where it's like, oh, I can be a charmer, seducer, I can manipulate you, I can be all like, you know, butter the biscuit and get my way, and then just be out with that Moon and Aquarius energy. You know, they be ghosting, they be in and out, they be like, whoop, they 1 minute they're there, 1 minute they're gone. But this is an emotion energy. Look, it has Aquarius on it too, with Pisces energy too. So it's like they can swim in as fast as they can swim out. So with that Knight of Chalice, this is why you got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? You might be devoting all your time and energy into the wrong person, place, or thing to gain support, security, stability in your life. So you have to really make sure you are not being washed up under the current and rocked to sleep during these days, okay? You got to really pay attention to whatever it is that you're tapping into. That's why I said, know what resources you already have. Like, walking in gratitude is knowing, like, okay, I might not be matching that vision on that vision board right now, but I know I'm going to get there. You know, maybe that number that I foresee in my bank account ain't matching really what's there right now, but I know I'm going to get, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be in that positive state where you peep everything that's around you right now. Maybe there's something in your house that you're not using right now. Maybe there's some knowledge that you have that you can you know, share with the world. You can monetize off of that. It's like there's all kinds of resources or people that you may know. Don't use and abuse people. Do a one hand wash the other. Do a barter system until you can get to the point where you have a team and you have the capital, or you know what I'm saying? You can go a little bit deeper. You can always upgrade your avatar or your situation. If you think of your life like a movie and you're the main character, you can always upgrade your character. You can always upgrade whatever your character has as far as the material possessions. You can always upgrade later. Like, start where you're at though. Don't overdo it with this Mars and Libra energy, because the days are over where it's like, oh, you just want to buy this purse or these shoes or whatever to fit in, to people please and to look good, but then you end up in the background, you really broke, you ain't got nothing. You don't want to be that. That's not it. That's not it. So be strong, okay? Have strength. This is Leo energy, okay? Have strength, be assertive, get creative in whatever it is that you're tapping into. Be that firing flame. Be a whole situation. Leos like to initiate, get things started. And that cardinal energy of Libra, same thing. What do you need to initiate? Where do you need to be, you know, be a leader in? What house is this playing it out for you? Okay? You got this. You can't, this is not time to give up. Any kind of hiccups, challenges, squares, or oppositions that you have right now, it's not time to give up. Just be more solution-based and be hanging around people that are supportive, that, you know, that are in the same boat as you, or trying to get to this cruise ship. Y'all in a little paddle boat. Y'all trying to get on the cruise together? Okay, let's make that happen together. Okay, 2 heads are better than 1. Last time I checked, because there might be something that you may not see or hear, and then they will. You know, that's that one hand watches the other. This is why it's important to hang around people that are like-minded. So along the way, you might have to break some hearts. 3 of Swords. You might realize, like, you know what? Damn, I've been wasting my time with this friendship or this relationship or this job or, you know, doing this, whatever it is you're putting your time and energy into. It might break your heart. You might be sad, mad that whatever it is that you did put a year or 2 into, whether this is a person, place, or a thing. But if it's stagnant, honey, and it ain't moving, you're not making any money, like you're not stable, you don't feel like you have any emotional strength within something, you're like mentally drained, physically, like all the things just ain't working out, it's a tall telling sign you might gotta move on. And it might hurt and it might suck because you devoted time and energy into things, of course, right? The unexpected. This is Libra energy right here, Uranus. The unexpected things might happen. Like I said, on the elevator up, it might get a little lonely. You know, dealing with the spiritual world, it might get a little lonely. You probably hear a lot of spiritualists say, like, it kind of sucks sometimes because you feel alone. You know, even if you're not super spiritual and you come across my video, if you're a person that's just trying to be somebody, you're trying to make it in this life. Like, you see a lot of homies die on the streets and, you know, growing up or whatever, or, you know, you're even family, like, or you're alone in this world and you're trying to, like, come up and be somebody, like, you can get really lonely because people just like to be stuck and stagnant or told what to do and how to move and be like all whole robots, right? But you're trying to make something of yourself. Sometimes you can't hang around the same people. You can't do the same things anymore. You got to let go of patterns, behaviors, vices, old, outdated programming, and reprogram to go forward. And we have to do it. You know what I'm saying? That way you can celebrate life. That way you can be happy and not have survivor's remorse. You know, like, you can actually live your life and feel good about it with the people that you're around. You know what I'm saying? And then involve yourself with whatever it is that they got going on with positive energy and uplift them, and, you know what I'm saying? And share the vibe, right? So, you know, so whatever it is that you're tapping into, I'm proud of you. If you're a person that's taking action, we have 6 of Wands here. If you have been putting your time and energy into your passions, your creative gift, talents, or skill sets, or whatever it is that you're trying to build, I'm proud of you. This is receiving praise, reward, recognition. People will probably look up to you. They probably want to know how you did it. They probably want to know, oh my God, I'm excited. You used to be this person and now you're this. How did you do it? How? Lituation, Leo energy, Jupiter. So this is all going to expand for you. It's going to happen. Okay. So if you're in that light, it's just only going to keep getting better. As long as you continue to use that Six of Wands energy to take action, go forward, have experiences, have adventures, go travel, stay creative, think outside the box, like grab the mic front center stage. Don't pull a Kanye, but you know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to step out and shine. A lot of y'all, it's time for y'all to shine. It's your season. I know it sounds cliche, but it really is. You've probably been a person that's been helping other people your whole entire life, giving them advice on how to build themselves up and how to do X, Y, and Z. It's time for you to get on the stage. It's time for you to be seen. It's time for you to let people know what you got going on. You've probably been hiding in the dark. It's time for you to really let it out. And that's that Six of Wands energy, okay? So you may have lots of opportunities to come. While you're taking action on this journey, trust me, things can move really fast with that fire energy. It can move really fast. So here comes Seven of Chalices. You might have all these different people coming towards you, all these different opportunities coming towards you. But you got to remember, all money ain't good money, and all people ain't really your people. Okay? So you have to be aware. And sometimes having a team of people also can allow you to see that. You might have a friend that be like, yeah, I don't know who that person was, but yeah, I don't know what you feel about them. How you know that person? You know what I mean? Like, you might have that one person that got your back that's really looking at everybody around you like, yeah, I don't know, they didn't give me good vibes, but I'm gonna keep a lookout for you. Like, you gotta do that for yourself though too, okay? This is Scorpio energy. Seven of Chalices, very secretive. But as far as your emotions, this is like people, you know, Moon in Aquarius right now. And then so having the Moon and Scorpio card come out, this is like people not wanting to be in their emotions either right now. You might be keeping some things in during this time. And I say, you know, behind closed doors, handle what you got to handle, cry it out, whatever it is, talk it out, whatever. Check temperatures, you know, read the room and stuff like that, and to handle and sort things out. And then go on about your business, period. I'm okay. I'm going through another love situation. Another love situation, kids. Oh, my Lord Jesus. Let me see if I can find the wheel. I did want to pull a card for all signs, but I just don't know where my wheel is. I mean, I've used it, but I just don't remember where. I don't remember where I put the wheel, guys. I mean, it's okay. We can still do the jam, but I kind of like to have the wheel so we know where we're at. So, anywho. Well, excuse me. We'll do it like this. All right, for all signs, I think I'm gonna do, the rummy wants to come out. This will get a little deep, but I think this is important because in retrograde season, since we're all forced to go inward on all aspects of life right now for the most part, it can get a little rough. It can get a little sticky. You know what I'm saying? Not everything's always going to be peaches, creams, and rainbow popsicle sticks. We all know these things. So it's good to kind of know. So we're going to get started as far as, I don't have the wheel, but let's just pretend we have the wheel. You can use this as your big three, sun, moon, or rising. I'm going to pull the Rummy deck. This is the Rummy Oracle. This deck is really deep. I love this deck. This is our new deck, guys. If you want to get it, that's it right there. I'm still reading on, like memorizing, I should say, but you know I'm an intuitive reader, so let's get it. So I'm just going to pull a card for all signs. And like I said, you can pertain to your sun, moon, or rising. And we're going to get started with Aries at 3:55. Okay, so what do we have for Aries, sun, moon, or rising? Kids. One card pull for Aries, sun, moon, rising. Whoa, damn, did you guys see that? Woo! Okay, Aries. Sheesh. Oh, hold on. So you've got, I like this number. You know what? I just might go from the book here. So you have card number 44. I love this. We'll see what the gist of it, and then I'll kind of remember what it is. Here we go. Okay, so you have card number 44, and I love this number too because you're really about building. You're really about putting things together right now. This is, if you want to know what it says, Merciful Mother Jamal. You guys can look that up. Look how beautiful this card is. I feel like right now, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you are so focused on building and building and building. It's like you're, no matter what you're going through, you're still continuing to build. So building for me looks like you're going forward, upward, and onward. You could also be a person that's very stable right now. You can have the security, you can have the stability, but I feel like you're also focusing on the, you know, people that are also in close quarters. This could be family, friends, or people that you know, like, and trust that are dear to you. It's like you're really trying to help people. You know, it's like you're doing a rinse and repeat. Like, hey guys, this is how I did something, and I want you to like learn how to do it too, because this can help you. This can put you, you know, far, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like with this card coming out with all these colors, it's like you're utilizing, it's like all your chakras are aligned, and it's like you're keeping track of your own thoughts, your own attitudes, you know, the things that you put out there in the world. You want to be more shedding light to all realms of reality, and you're shedding light to everything that's coming about. And you see all the dark energies here, because you could have been in dark spaces and places too, but it's like you found a way to get out of that. So this is where your mind is at right now. Okay, your mind is there right now. You're also trying to help other people by doing that. But you also have to give yourself a break too, because when you're taking so much action, because 4 is the number of action, when you're constantly on go, go, go with your mind, body, soul, you have to be careful. We do have a lot of energy playing out just to where it's like we have to be concerned with health. We have to make sure we're resting as a part of the journey as well, you know, and giving yourselves a break at the same time, okay? Because you don't want to suffer, and you don't want this avatar or something happen to it and you can't carry out duties, responsibilities, and obligations to help people build their foundation. You know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like you're on the road to building legacy as well. You know, everything's kind of coming to you. So you could be like a motherly, fatherly kind of an energy right now, where it's like, all right guys, like this is how I got to where I'm going, and I kind of want to help you do the same. Like, can we all just go there? That way we can live in utopia, or we can just be helping everybody else. Like, that one person you help in Georgia, they can help everybody else around in Georgia. That one person in Florida, New York, Atlanta, you know, Texas, wherever, California, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you want to reach so many people. So I love this energy for you. I feel like you've completed a lot of sacred things in your life, and you only want to go up from here. And I love that for you. And you also have, like, you could think of as like other deities or angels, your higher self. It's like you're following your own inner guidance system, and it's been leading you to the right places and the right faces. And this can also mean like going somewhere too. Like you could be out and about in the world. You see this greenery, here's the scenery with the sun. You could be, you know, in the amongst travels, amongst learning and educating people. You know, it's like you're serving this divine purpose right now. I love this for you. Or if this is not all happening for you, it's like this is where you need to be paying attention to, like taking action on and doing, you know, being more of a person that has resolutions and solutions at this day and age, because you do have a mission, you do have a purpose. Also, you could, I feel like the number 4 too, you can be very grounded kind of an energy. You have more power than you realize. With this Merciful Mother Jamal, I love this card. It's like you have the ability to really control a large magnitude of many multiple aspects of your life. Look at that dragonfly right at the window. I love this. So much success coming in for you, but just make sure that make sure that you're just still being open and honest. I feel like you're still unraveling a lot. And I'm looking, I'm like, the belly looks kind of low-key pregnant. You have a lot of ideas. You can have so many ideas, but you may need a team of people. Hence why this is probably why you're trying to teach everybody else. You do also have the commitment card that came out, okay? 31 also equaling a number 4 again. Okay, so look up 444. That could be a theme for you possibly here, but this is commitment. Okay, and look at the same kind of colors. So when you were in a dark, deep space, you could have been a person that you stayed committed. This is called consistency. This is called forging forward. Look at how these two cards look similar. You could have been, you know, tapping into your creative endeavors. If we were just to look at this one first, this could have been the starting point for you. Number 3, right? Your whatever the creative gifts, talents, and skills that you've been tapping into for so long, with that number 1, you've been taking so much action, and look what you've built. It's kind of like all the things that you know, whatever you put your blood, sweat, and tears into, it became, you know, prosperous for you. Whether this is you being a father or a mother to kids, it's like you did a good job of doing that. Like, pat yourself on the back for that. Whether this is you, you know, made a happy home for yourself, or even just creating, like, you know, your own mind, you know, being able to use your mind with and have intellect, and you know how to, like, gallivant the world, you know what I'm saying, as far as maybe you're a master teacher or something like that, or maybe you're a person that you just been taking so much action on. Like I said, you could be whatever talent, gift, or skill you have, and now it's like this created a lifestyle for you now, or a better way of living, or now you can do X, Y, and Z because you stayed committed. Now, if you're not this person, of course, think of it the opposite. Maybe it's time for you to commit. Okay, always think of the opposite energy, but I always like to give the positive, and then, you know, you can take it to, depending on what octave you're in, the lower or the higher, or wherever you're trying to go. So if you are a person that's on the opposite side, it's like, stay committed. It's giving you a hint. Just slow and steady wins the race. You know, I know Aries energy, some of you guys are known, they say, to be impulsive, but I feel like everyone's different. I don't think all Aries are impulsive, or not all Aries, you know, they act first and think later. I think that's just some. Because you remember, the chart, everything in the chart matters. But this is you taking your time, you know, and staying focused. If you put your mind to something, which you can do, you see the result of what happens when you do that. So if it was something positive for you, you know that, oh shit, yeah, I can do that, or I can do this, and I can duplicate that within a different aspect of my life, and boom, bam, pow. You know what I'm saying? Because it's shown here, period. So 444, that's the name of the game for you. Let's keep going forward. Let's do Taurus. That was a good spread. Taurus. Got 404, all these 4s. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Oh my Lord Jesus. Taurus, so look at that, these creative numbers. You could be a life path 3 or 5. So card number 3, the dissolving light. You also have card number 5. I surge on the uprising wave of love. So I like this. Let's pull up number 3 for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. We do have a lot going on in Taurus right now. Like I said, Uranus is about to go retrograde in Taurus. We still have Jupiter's in Taurus, chilling, okay? So with number 3, think of your surroundings, right? And it says the dissolving light. I feel like here it's a sign that something's calling you. Something's being ignited within. You could be illuminating all of this light. What I mean by that is, you know how there could be, like, we live in this world where all this dark energy could be around us and surrounding you right now at this time when you're looking at it? And a lot of things had to happen. You had to shake up your foundation. This could be changing jobs, or you could have lost a job but you gained another one. At first you were hopeless and then you got another one, something like that. You know what I'm saying? You could have broke up with somebody. This could be a friendship. This could be a lover. You know, anything could have happened to where it was a tower moment, and it's like that had to happen in order for you to shed your light. Okay? So this is a sign. It's like whatever it is that's within you, it's like your higher self is guiding you to all these things. So you think all these trials and tribulations were something so bad and you had a streak of bad luck, but honey, rejection is protection. You have been saved from something that you probably didn't even know that you were saved from. It's like God took you away from something in order for you to see your own light, in order for you to see that you have a mission, in order for you to know that there is work to do. You have something that's within you that is not finished yet. I'm pretty sure there's people, places, things that you want to do, see, hear, feel, all, and seek. It's happening. This is like freeing yourself. This is celebrating yourself. No matter what's playing out right now, whether this is where you live at, like your environment, your neighborhood, whether this is like whatever's going on as far as, you know, that goes, like weather, whatever headlines are playing out in your realm of reality, whatever situations like with family or friends, co-workers, whatever's going on, don't let any distractions take you backwards. This is just a reminder. This is like becoming free. This is having a reunion with your higher self, your divine self. If you see really close, it's like a person inside this light being. Okay? So I love this. This is so divine. This is like having patience, perseverance. This is like going forward. I feel like sometimes, you know, whenever your heart is a little bit too heavy, you know, it might be too heavy for the heat. It's giving like fire energy too. It's like dissolving things, like your light dissolves all the dark, it melts it away. So whenever something happens, just know that you're being protected. Let's move on to this card. Okay, so pay attention to your surroundings and people that you're, you know, that you're hanging out with, that you're talking to, your own patterns of behaviors, things that you're involving yourself in. Pay attention to that with that number 3, because that's going to matter. You also have number 5. Creative energy, right? Change. I surge on the uprising wave of love. 5 is a number of emotion, divine feminine energy. You know, your emotions could have been going through a whirlwind. You know, Taurus energy, y'all really don't like to talk about your emotions in that form or fashion. Like, y'all really like to let people know what y'all got going on, really. Like, unless you really, like, trust them, like, people that are loyal to the soil, then they know what's up. But even then, you don't like to be a burden. You don't like to say all the negative things you're going through. It's like you really think about these things. But sometimes you have to, okay? Because you can be putting yourself in a hamster wheel. You know what I'm saying? You can be going through the same cycle over again, but it's time to stop doing that. It's time for a change, right? So I love this. This is moon energy. You guys, we're about to have a full moon in Pisces coming up. I'm going to do a separate video on that because we're almost there. The moon's in Aquarius right now. So we're going to have a full moon in Pisces coming up. So you're about to see all the seeds that you planted. You know, when the moon is full, it's time to let go and release once and for all. If you want this big change to come, great love is coming through. Let's pull up and see what it says here so that we can get a reminder. Sometimes, you know, look at this as water energy too. Sometimes, you know when you go into an ocean and you see the waves, you're like, oh shit, and you start to back up. You're like, oh no, that wave's a big one, right? Think of the waves as challenges. Sometimes we come across lots of challenges, lots of whirlwinds, and really think. Uranus is about to go retrograde in the sign of Taurus too. And Jupiter expands, you know, and Jupiter's in Taurus as well, material world, right? So sometimes there are going to be challenges. You're going to be faced with a lot of different things. But you know, when a Taurus got it and they got it, you guys help. You're so loyal to the soil. You will help somebody else. You take the shirt off your back and everything, right? But you also want to make sure that someone else is doing the same, that's on the same accord as you too. You know, the waves kind of crashing together in a sense, like, and then you help each other get back on shore, kind of an energy. So be aware of when you resist something or when you fear something or in doubt kicks in, you gotta let that go. You gotta let it go. You gotta surrender. It's kind of like surrendering energy. Okay, so you might feel like sometimes you've been thrown into the ocean and it's like, how do I save myself? But then you get out of it. You become the light. I love that for you, Taurus. Beautiful. Moving on, because I can go really deep with these cards, but I just want to give you guys a little bit of a message since it's been a minute. Okay, moving on. Where are we at, guys? Who's next? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, right? Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm telling you, these rummy oracles, they just kind of make me go deep. I love them. Rummy. Everybody's getting 2, but so far you have 1. So let's see if anything else comes out for gems. I guess not. The duality of gems, you get the number 11. Action. Sacred convergence. Now, if you really look close at this, you can see stairs and people. That's what I see. And a person here. And then people all around here. And then people above, in the middle, below. It's like a lot of going on, right? And then think of sacred and the word convergence if you put it all together. So we all know number 11 is a master number. So let's pull it up so I can kind of get a gist here, remember what's going on. I feel like for you, Gemini, right now, it's like you are in the energy of, think of like coming together. It's like aligning with your soul's purpose. So if you've been a person that has been detaching yourself, you had a lot of ups and downs and waves, and you're trying to figure out, what do I do? And you're like in the spiritual realm, then you're in your mind, and then you're in the physical. It's like all these things playing out all at once. This is why people think Geminis could be like crazy or they're all over. And this is why they have such a bad stigmatism. I don't know why, but I grew up with Geminis my whole life, whether this is in love relationships, marriages, you know, a marriage, no, not multiple one. Best friends, everything, coworkers I get along with, you know, my whole life. Is because I see the duality within them. You know, you got to think Geminis they're thinking of spiritual and physical at the same time. Where are you at? I need to close that damn door is what I need to do. They're thinking of physical and mental at the same time. This is why they're so in their head so much. And this is why sometimes they can look a little bit confused, or they might not say anything. They might be plotting something, is because when they're quiet, you better like best believe they're really also plotting something or thinking something or coming up with some kind of master plan, because they see both. Some people can't handle that energy as you grow up. Or maybe in your adult years, or maybe you're a person that's maybe a little bit, you know, I would say maybe like early 20s. You're still learning, but I feel like also like the more you experience life, I should say, because it's not about age. It's more experiences that you have in life. As you grow older, you'll start to peep game on these things. You'll have you'll nip things in a bud, and you'll be super strong as your sun sign Gemini or moon rising, however you want to look at it. But you got to think. So think of this spiritual realm and then physical realm, right? So it's kind of like coming together. I feel like you know you have a purpose, but you also want other people to come together with the same kind of a deal. You know what I'm saying? Like where you're at. You want to be around people that walk in their purpose or know that they have a mission or have a purpose too. Because I feel like if you are hanging around people that aren't on that same accord, you'll be lost up here somewhere trying to figure it out. You're like floating around with no esoteric seatbelt, you know, in the spiritual world, just floating. Like, what do I do? Where do I go? And this is where you get inquisitive. This is where you overthink, overanalyze, and all those things. And you can get just lost in here. And you might be attaching yourself to a spiritual predecessor, or to get answers, or reading hella tarot card videos. They ain't talking about nothing. Like, you trying to get answers outside of yourself instead of going within. So I feel like here there's such a greater love that you have such a major belief, a strong belief in whatever it is that you're tapping into, but you feel like coming together is going to be stronger. If everybody can come together with this 11, right, 1 and 1, if we all can come together and take action and do the same thing, and you know what I'm saying, and have you know, the same mission, we can all make something work. We can bring it together and create our own world. Look at that globe. We can create our own world if we're all reacting, responding, and like-minded. That's what I feel like. This could be like a wish for you, or a desire, or this could be happening right now. I see people dancing in here, living life, having fun. You know, it's like a nourishing kind of energy. I feel like too right now, it's like you need to be spending time. Okay, like I said earlier, I think that was my thought. I didn't finish. If you've been a person that's been detaching yourself and it was like a wave up and down, like you probably remove yourself from social media, or remove yourself from hanging out with certain people, or not talking to certain family members or friends, or you were like, I'm single, I'm not trying to talk to anybody right now, I'm working on self. And now it's like you might be ready to come back out. You know, you might be slowly but surely coming back out, or you might be coming back in a new version of you during this time. So you want to be respected as that. So it's like I feel like some of you guys you're not interacting too much on a personal level with others, but you want to take a step forward though in that path. And love has a lot to do with this. You have to love yourself through the conditions to where it is like, you know, it's kind of hard. That way you can be free, like free away your fears, and you don't have to look for external validation. You validate yourself. Like try and validate yourself without going to someone on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, or phoning a friend for 500. Like try and go within more. Or whatever spiritual practice you have. Just try it. Because that oracle, it's kind of like knowing that you're a part of something more sacred, something like way deeper than you could probably ever fathom. And I feel like you feel this, Gemini. So it's a special message. You might have thinking about shedding people, places, and things. It's like a thought somewhere in here. But it's like in order for you to get in that vibration right now, I feel like something like detrimental or a crisis has to happen in order for you to do it. And you don't want to be in that space. You want to be able to so get out of the Mars and Libra, like that Libra lower octave energy, and make sure you can make that decision without feeling bad about it. Just kind of do it and stand on it. You know, when you're dealing with people, places, and things. Okay. All right, moving on. I'm telling you, I can go deep with these cards. I had a lot more to say on each person. Trust me. But you guys can get personal readings on my website. Cancer. You guys don't worry. I'm going to do timestamps. Cancer, sun, moon, or rising. Cancer, sun. All right. Okay. I love this. So moving on. So we have here Blessing of Zara. Card number 39. Which equals 12 equals 3. You also have Cosmic Heart, which is the number 8. Let's pull it up. Automatically off bat, the Blessing of Zara. Somebody's around me right now. 39. So whatever's going on around you in your world, okay, in order for you to level up, you see how she's like going up? You got to let go of certain things. You have to remove people, places, and things in order to elevate right now. The space that you're in right now, Cancer, it's very crucial for you right now, because you might have lingering energies, or you might be hanging on to certain people. Okay, there we go. I found it. You might be hanging on to certain people that aren't for your betterment. They could just, I'm telling you, whenever you have those lingering energies, I'm telling you, when you let go of certain people, places, and things, and all of a sudden all these grand things start happening, everything starts materializing, all these opportunities start coming in, all these things great just start happening for you, all the positive shit that you've been waiting for. So on your way up, I mean, look around you. This is a whole transformational energy for you, okay? You're trying to celebrate life. Like, you're trying to help other people probably celebrate life too. Like, people that are around you, friends, family. You're trying to probably inform them of stuff that you got going on or what's happening in the world. And I want you guys to really peep game on this, or, you know, I want you to know this. You know, it's like, some people, they're not meant to know. Here we are, 39. I feel like when you're hungry enough, you know how to conjure up. Let's say if you're like literally hungry for food, even though that's not what I mean, but you know how to like conjure up and make something good, make something out of nothing, and you got a whole snack and you're like, yeah, man, my belly's full. When you're hungry enough for something, you're gonna find a way to get it done. I feel like that's where you're at right now. I feel like you could be starving for something though. You're starving for something. And you know, Cancers, you guys don't like to be uncomfortable, or you know, when you feel sick or undernourished or you're dissatisfied kind of an energy, it's not a grand thing. So I feel like here your soul needs better quality people, places, things, patterns, behaviors. Like, you need to really get out of an old version of yourself, like once and for all. So whatever's going to help you do that. Now, you may have certain reasons of why you keep people around, or, you know, but sometimes having those people in your pocket, there might be somebody else that knows how to do that. You just haven't picked their brain enough. You haven't asked enough questions. You haven't had enough conversations. So sometimes you might have to let go of some old people, old and outdated people. Yeah, because you can cause struggles. You know, sometimes you got to shed people, places, and things, or feelings, emotions, or thoughts. But these are two androgynous numbers, 39. It's like having a balance between divine masculine and divine feminine. You know, and as humans, we're very habitual. Right? We do a lot of things out of habit. So I feel like for you, Cancer, you can really summon up anything right now with this energy. Because also remember, or I'm going to talk about this in the minute, you have cosmic heart. But you're being given so many blessings right now. Whether this is towards your creative gifts and talents, and whether this is going towards you are tapping into maybe a new version of you. Maybe your old version of you had a death, and now you had a rebirth of this new character that you have right now with this 9. Okay, so it's all unfolding, and maybe the support is coming in, things are coming through, you're shining, you're feeling good. You know what I'm saying? Especially because this cosmic heart came out. It's like the divine has stepped in, but you have to recognize these things, whether this is in the physical or spiritual or both. It's like an equal emotion with these androgynous numbers here that you have. You're encouraged to really create a sacred mission right now, Cancer. Whether you know this or not, with this, look it up and see what it says for you. So the reason why this blessing is coming, it's kind of like, you know, when you play bowling, let's say you come with a group of friends and you're like, okay, I got the ball, you're about to bowl, and there's that one pin that's wobbling and it's still standing up. But in order to get the strike, you want all of them to fall, right? So it's kind of like you might have a hard time with releasing a person, place, or thing, and it needs to fall down. It needs to be let go so you can have that strike and you can start over. You can start fresh and continue to receive. So that's why I feel like this oracle is coming out for you. Recognize what needs to fall, what needs to be let go. If you don't peep game now, you will when the full moon goes into Pisces, okay? You do also have cosmic heart here, which is that number 8, okay? This is a card of feeling and emotion, divine feminine energy. Look at all that blue, okay? And look at the fire in the middle with the light. It almost feels like there's a face right here, and it's like this whoosh, like a tunnel. It's kind of like their Merkaba. You know when you meditate, I don't know if you guys ever meditated before, and you start to just go in this tunnel, and it's like this swirly. I don't know if you guys seen it, but I'm telling you, I'm doing some deep meditations. But anyways, let me not get into that. Just trying. So with this card here, it's a journey for yourself to love yourself. Know where you are being loved, and know who's showing you love. Many people have different love languages. It's up to you to recognize those love languages and figure out, are they giving you like true, genuine love or not, or if there's people that are just sitting around waiting on the bus with you until you reach the limo without them having to do anything. So you have to peep game on that. Cosmic heart energy, this is like, this could be the heart of a divine lover, or like you coming in union with your higher self. I love this energy for you. And think of this as like trials and tribulations. Like, you know, when you surrender, think of a moment in time right now where you've surrendered. Like where you let go of pride and ego and you kind of just let the divine kind of take over, and you take action, and you just keep going. You just try and have more of a positive mindset versus a pessimistic ball, and you're just like trying to go forward and be more optimistic and take action. And okay, that didn't work, I'm gonna try this and I'm gonna try that. But I still have this destination that I want to go. That's that kind of energy that this cosmic heart is. Okay. It's grace. It's water. Going with the current, all that water, but still having the fire to take action, still seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, kind of an energy. Like knowing that you can achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve. It's kind of like, here you are. So through all the madness, through all the things that maybe you don't have, or the things that you aren't achieving currently at this time, you're still going, you're still wise, you're still attentive. That's that cosmic heart energy. Your heart's still activated, you're still pumping, you're still loving on those around you. It's like you give, you know, the person next door your last $5, even though you probably ain't got it, kind of an energy. You still keep trucking because you know you don't spend money, it circulates. Like, you know, you can get it back. It's gonna come back, no matter how it comes back. Abundant energy. I love this for you. I love this for you. This is like guidance. More love. This could be being brushed towards you. Now you just have to pay attention to what kind of love you're receiving, like I said earlier. Are they just loving, like, are they being carnal? They just want, you know, are they surface level people that just want you for your body? You know what I'm saying? Or are they people that actually genuine love what you do, and they see where you're going, and they want to push you and motivate you and support you and see you thrive? You know what I'm saying? So you got to peep game on that. Wow, these are good. This is kind of deep today. I don't know. We're getting a little deep here. All right. I can go in. I hope these are helpful for you guys. Leo. My Dutch Bros is getting low. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. I don't know what time. Oh, Jesus. Okay. What's coming out for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising? Oh. It's telling me to shuffle. I'm so appreciative of the ones that are in here live with me, just waiting. Oh, there we go. Maybe I'll just do a little bit synopsis and do it shorter. So anyways, you've got 18, a new gown, Leo. And then you also have 30, whirling goddess. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll save the book definitions, and I'll just do my intuitive memory and numerology. So a new gown, Leo, look at the sun. Leo, you are ruled by the sun, right? The luminary. So it's like the new gown, all the colors, but the back is being toward. You're going forward. You're moving forward, upward and onward. Some of you guys definitely are taking action on your endeavors in life right now. Whatever it is that what feels good to you, what makes sense to you, you're going forward. You're on it, baby. And you're leaving people behind. You're like, catch me in the wind, I'm outside. Catch me in the dust, I'm outside. Like, I'm doing whatever it is I need to do to take care of myself. Because you are tapping into this new version of you, and you like it. It's glowing on you. You know what I'm saying? It's like you are going towards, you know, a higher space, a higher phase. And you also want the same for people, but if they're not willing to do the same thing, if they're not on the same accord, they're not on the same frequency, it's like, bye, I gotta go. You know, I gotta take care of what I gotta take care of. I've been showing you the way, or I've been giving you, dropping the seeds and planting knowledge and whatever, giving you all of these things. But if you're still a person, I feel like Leo, this energy is like, if you're still in the energy from 3 years ago, I don't want to mess with you. I don't want to talk to you. It's like, I got to keep going forward kind of a vibe. And you're looking good while you're doing it too. So you're surpassing a lot of people, places, and things in your surroundings as well, because you also have the card number 30 here, which is the whirling goddess. Okay? Look at the whirling goddess. It's like you've sprinkled pieces of yourself amongst all the people. You could have went back to the hood and told people about what's up, what's going on. Try to help them out of their situations, or this could be even be in your living quarters where you live at, even in your home, family, lovers, best friends, co-workers, wherever you're at, you sprinkle a little bit of Leo. And it's up to people if they want to water the seed, you know what I'm saying, and make it grow, great. If not, you're moving forward, because you can't get caught up in whatever they have going on. So you've been whirling the baton for so long. You show people the ups, you show the downs, you show the dark side. It's like you're so authentic as it gets, Leo. I mean, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, if you ain't get it now, I mean, it's like you keep it so real to where it's like you tell people what's up right then and there. This is what it's giving for me. You let them know what's going on. You're so like black and white with it. No, this is how I feel, this is how I feel. I'm finna do this, I'm not finna do that. You're not a follower, you're a leader. And I love this for you. I love this. Whether you're sun, moon, or rising Leo, it's like bye-bye old everything, hello to the new. I'm celebrating life. I'm gonna make sure I celebrate. I'm gonna make sure that I have fun. But I also, it's not what's having fun by myself. I wanna help other people do it. I want to help you get there. But some people are lazy and some people aren't lazy. So you're rolling with the people that aren't lazy and they have something to do, to where you can take trips with them. You can also change the world with them. You can start businesses with them. You guys can do whatever. Why? They have the same resources as you, because you guys kept going forward no matter what was going on, no matter who you got to leave behind in the hood, best friends or relationships, partnerships, whatever. You had to let them go because it wasn't taking you anywhere but the same cycle in a whirlwind, right? So in order to go towards more of the light energy and whatever you want to achieve in life, you got to go forward. And you're looking good, snatched while you're on the way. Okay, Virgo, we're gonna keep it cute and sweet because we are in a time crunch here. I do have a meeting. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. I want to go deep, but damn, I didn't think I was going to be this long. I shouldn't have used the rummy is what it is. Virgo, ooh, you got number 1, Beyond Death, and it says, comma, life. Look at all this light energy. Love this. And then it's like the stars and the light. It's like, ah. It's like, you know, what you are. It's like Virgin Mary, Virgo. New beginnings, starting over, starting fresh. Virgo, for a long time, you've probably been doing things for a while. This is time for you, whatever it is you're tapping into. Let's use business, for example. You need to revamp it, rebrand it. You need to maybe take another branch from there, from the umbrella, and start something else, something fresh. I'm pretty sure you don't have a problem with that. Relationships. Some relationships, you probably had to dead them. Divorces, breakups. Let go, to start anew, to pack your bags and get out of Dodge. Like you had to start fresh, start over, or it's telling you. I mean, take the hint of where you're at. You are bringing the light to the world. You could be a master teacher. You could be educating people. You could be traveling in different realms of reality, right? Spreading the light amongst this dark world. It's like, nope, I can tell you how to get out of your financial situation. Here's the credit thing. I can tell you how to build your own business. I can tell you how to become your own singing artist. I can tell you how to, or your own musician, or whatever, right? Own your own rights to your music and yada yada. I can give you it's like you have this person with all these resources. That's what I feel like here. There is, you know how to have this vision and finesse whatever it is that you have going on and work with it and go forward, but you're also bringing other people, acts of service with you. I love this. But as far as self goes, I also feel like too, within yourself, you realize you know, who you truly are internally or in the spiritual world. Like you really found out, oh, whoa. So this is like who I am. Okay, I need to operate as that. Even though you could have been, you know, doing well as far as like health or in the material world, physical, money, whatever, with people, but I feel like internally, spiritually, like you've deepened that connection with yourself. Now it's like you're really operating and you know who you are, like for real on both realms, you know, on both sides. So it's like, okay, so you need to go a little bit harder. You're going 10 times harder within self right now. And I love this for you. New beginnings going forward. You're not afraid to really let go of what's not working, because you can break something down and then build it back up and put your own little spin on it, period. Oh, shoot. And I love that for you. You're so good at doing that. And that's the dope part. Okay, so Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, you know, I feel like you're all into traveling too. Some of you guys could be traveling to new spaces, like literally going to different countries or cities, or even just within your chakras. You know how to keep moving. Like you're lit up like the Christmas tree. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you see someone low and down and out, you want to go help them out and get them out of their situation, no matter what type of aspect or way of living that is. So keep doing that if you're doing acts of service and you're being kind to other people. We need a lot more love and support in this world. And also for yourself, recognizing that where there's, you know, dead leaves and trees in your garden, like you gotta let them go. If you keep going through the same thing over and over again, I feel like, you know, like, okay, I gotta dead that. I gotta let it go once and for all. Like I just gotta leave it behind. But you will hold the receipts. You will have the receipts, I swear. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. One card pull for Libra. Here we go. Libra, ooh, Sacred Union. Look how pretty this card is. Sacred Union, card number 19, you guys. So Libra, whatever you're taking action on, you're starting to see, you're in the beginning stages of, you're within your transformation right now. Whether this is a mental, spiritual, physical transformation, something's changing. You're growing out of something. I know it's a little hard for you, Libra, but it's happening. It's happening. It's like you're going like this. Whoosh. Like it's happening, especially now with Mars and Libra right now. So whatever it is you're taking action towards. Ooh, and look at this. This is like two people. My eyes might be different, but I don't know if you guys see. It's like a person here, and they're like holding each other. This could even be just one person, like surrendering, going upward, onward, taking action. Everyone sees everything different. You might have different eyes than me. So I feel like for you, Libra, with this Mars and Libra, let's pull it up. Okay, Sacred Union. Like this. So I pulled up just to get a gist of what's going on here. Oh, this is confirmation. Yeah, I was already right. I memorized this card. You're evolving, you're growing, you're expanding, upward, onward energy. So I like this. And this is all about beauty too. Libra, you're ruled by Venus, the aesthetics of that. I mean, look at all the colors. Look at the wings. There's wings here, glowing energy, your crown glowing. It's like you're activating different parts of yourself. Now, in the midst of you moving forward, there is a train here. You're pulling through a train of people, possibly here, and even up here too. You need to be working with other people, or you could be getting your ideas from other people, or other people could be helping you conjure up whatever it is that you're trying to take action on, whether this is building something from the ground up, or whether this is helping you move forward internally to external, whatever that looks like for you. Either you're a person that's like just trying to grow internally and you're getting knowledge or wisdom from other people that are around you. You're learning from people, learning, you know, you could be learning from kids or whoever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like someone around you, work. You're really like starting to see things in a different light. You're probably not even looking at news the same. You know, let's say you're a person that used to watch the news every day. It's like you watching stuff like that, but then it's like, oh, wait a minute, hold on. I'm not getting rocked to sleep here. I feel like I know what's going on. So with this Sacred Union energy, it's kind of like you guys are probably going to think maybe it's like coming together with a lover or somebody. You can think like that, but it's more like coming together with a higher self. So it's like, yes, this can look like in 3D world, a reflection of you coming in where it matches your vibe, it matches your energy. But in order to get to that, you had to let go of a lot of things with that number 9. As you take action, it's like getting rid of old, outdated beliefs, patterns, behaviors, vices, morals, all the things. Removing all of the old stuff and starting with something new. Okay? So I feel like you're in the middle of this transformation right now. It's happening. It's like things are in the works. You know, it's like you're being guided. You're sometimes, Libra, you could be very hard to satisfy. Ooh, hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just the killer of all killers. Sometimes you can be hard to satisfy, but I feel like for you, it's like you're developing into a new version of yourself. You can't help but to go upward and onward. It's like, because this is where we're at in the world right now. So I feel like here, whatever inspires you, whatever makes you feel so good, whatever keeps you going, whatever makes you feel inspired, it's like you're going to go towards that. I love this for you. No matter even if you feel like you have like this, because you know you can be very like, I don't know. I feel like you're opening up a little bit more, and you're trying not to see things as like this could possibly be a failure. Instead, you're looking at it as, okay, this can possibly be something that's grand and it can change my life. So I love this for you. Okay? It's like you're trying to open your eyes to something better. Oh, here we go. You're trying to open your eyes to something better. And you're not standing back. You're not trying to put yourself down. You're trying to be bold. You're trying to claim it. You're trying to be it and do it and see it, feel it. So I love that for you. Scorpio. Sun, moon, rising. Here we go. Ooh, Scorpio. Dance of the Divine Feminine, honey. You have card number 42. So, dancing. You can also correlate that with the number 4. This is Divine Masculine, a number as well. So trying to find a balance with that. You know, I feel like, you know, like you want to celebrate. You want to celebrate if you do have balance right now at Scorpio as far as within your life with this Mars and Libra energy. If you do have the balance of the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine energy, kudos to you right now, because whatever it is that you're building towards, it's like you start to feel an emotion. You're starting to feel good. Look at all this water wavy energy here. Okay? It's like you're looking towards what feels good, what fuels you, what excites you. It's like this is what you're feeding off of. Dance of the Divine Feminine. Now, also, you know, I was going to tell you the double-edged sword to this, too, because of 42 equaling 6, right? Be aware of, you don't want to overgive, or you don't want to also be a person that's just sucking up someone else's energy either. You know what I'm saying? You see how that looks? It's like, pew, you know what I'm saying? So depending on where you're at, you're either sucking people dry because you're trying to play catch up, or by using your Divine Feminine energy and manipulating, right? Or you could be a person that is, you are putting this energy out, you know, in this dark world, and it's changing and swirling the colors. It's like you are balanced with your Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine energy, and you're bringing forth this energy. It's making you feel so good. You're changing, you know, how you feel about things, your emotions, you know what I'm saying? It's like you are, you're spreading the love, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say, for example, you are in good spirits and your chalice is full and you're overflowing. You're going to be giving. You're going to be giving people money, loaning family money, you know what I'm saying? Like, helping someone out there, donating there. It's like you're going to be doing all those things, not looking for anything in return. You just do it out of the kindness of your heart. And this is you're spreading it. Or like I said, you can be the opposite way. You can be sucking up energy. So depending on where you're at. Let's get a gist of what this is. That was just my little 2 cents from the card. But let's pull. I always like to just see a couple of words from the book. Because, you know, this is our new deck, guys. So, ooh, yeah, I love this. Also, too, yeah, so it's saying here as well, like, if you are in that lower octave energy, Scorpio, where you're like trying to play catch up and you have to suck, you know, energy, like be an energy vampire some way, some fashion, just to kind of get on your feet or to build a foundation, stability, bring security, start a mission, start a business, start living life or whatever have you. If you have to be that right now, because you could be not per se lost, you just maybe never took action on whatever it is that you need to take action on. You never cared to just go out and be creative or to start anything. You were kind of more in the corner, and you help maybe in your community, like in real life, but you maybe never did anything for yourself. So since you like playing catch up, if you're a person that is on the other octave of that, so it's kind of like, you know, there's a lot of things that could have been troubling you that are going to present itself or may present itself during this time. You'll start to see where you need to be, what situations or circumstances that you could be going through right now that are put you in a detriment or that are actually helping you or not. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be able to see that. You have to allow yourself to open up and look beyond, knowing that you can do it, removing all that negative energy, right? And letting it go. That way it can allow yourself to see a new perspective, and you won't be hiding in a closet, and you'll just really do you. Now, if you are a person that's, you know, you're the other token of that, this is definitely a sign. Like, continue to utilize your divine feminine energy in a loving way. As I was saying earlier, this is like confirmation through experience. Whatever you experience, you need to be talking to people as if, okay, this is what I experienced and this is my solution, and this could also help you to get to where you need to go. If you have like an audience of people that pay attention to you and that respect your advice, always looking up to you like you're Dr. Phil or Mrs. Phil, you know what I'm saying? This is you being you, just allowing yourself to open up to other people, because you know you guys can be very secretive. That's another way that you could be giving, and then you'll receive on the other end. So let's say, for example, you're a person that you got the life going on, you're living your life, you know what I'm saying? You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. So you're teaching other people how to get through those same experiences that you used to experience. And then in token for that, in exchange for that, they give you a tip or money or ride or some form of abundance they give to you. But if you're kind of toggling in the middle, you can also be in the middle too with this. As far as like, you could be feeling a certain way. You're just trying to get through, trying to get by. With all this red, and then you have this green, it's like you could be daring to love. It's like you could be taking a token on daring to love a person, place, or thing. So what is it that you want to tap into as a person, place, or thing? Take action on it. It's like, you know that game where you used to be like, you want to do a dare or a truth or whatever. Truth or dare, duh. So it's like you're more on the dare side. You're like, I'm done with the talking. It's more about action for me. So you could be daring to involve yourself with people, places, and things right now during this time, taking action on that, because maybe being optimistic about it. You're still in between the waters, though. You're still in between. You're like real deep, dark, secretive, but also you are letting a couple people know what's going on, what's happening. You're bringing certain things to the light. You're being very selective. So you could be this motion in the middle where you're just playing. You're playing like an even scale. You're one of the three. I can go deep into that. Okay, Sag, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising. Jeez. Sag, are you stuck? Are you repeating something? You have Blood Angel. Number 7. You are all about action right now. A lot of action. Sag, you are more in your divine masculine energy right now. Be careful of that, because you do have Mars and Libra. You want to have a balance now, right? We all have divine masculine, divine feminine energy within us, so you want to make sure that you're balancing the scales, okay? I feel like you're taking a lot of action right now. And you have the Blood Angel. Now, it's giving root chakra energy for me. Let's pull it and see what it says. But you're making a lot of sacrifices right now. Hopefully you're not. Some of you guys could be in survival mode. Some of you aren't. Some of you guys could just be like, just going forward, forging forward on the things that you put your blood, sweat, and tears into. And now you're starting to reap the benefits, reap the rewards. You're starting to see all these things finally happen for you. You know, because when blood, you know, you see blood when it comes out. You know what I'm saying? It's like finally, like it's all coming out. It's coming forward. But there's still passion within you. There's still a lot of things that you want to achieve. There's still a lot of things that you want to do. I'm pulling up to see what it says here to get a gist. So here's the particular message for this one. Ooh, so you've been giving a lot more life. You've been given more life, more time because you have a mission. Sag, there's some things that you need to carry out, honey. There's some things that you need to do. There is a major mission for you with this blood angel here. I love this for you. You've been given a lot of energy to grow, to expand, to really continue and forge forward here. The blood angel is a person that gifts life. You could be a person that really gifts life, whether you're a sun, moon, or rising Sag. You could be giving people life, literally. This could be through the things that you say, your actions that you take. Even your own patterns and behaviors. People could be mocking you or mimicking you, or just anything that you do. There's something in particular that you specifically do to where you give people life. You want to make people go forward. You want to, it's like you give the energy of helping people to like continue on their own mission while you're still doing yours. While you know what I'm saying? Look at this light right here. To me, it's giving like sun energy. Like you're so charismatic and all about being free. It's like you're freeing yourself from what society's norms are. You're creating your own world, your own bubble up here. You're like letting all of that go. It's swiveling, it's fading out. And you're just expanding yourself. You're expanding your mind. You're going forward. There's no specific measure. There's no competition. You are your own competition right now. You're going forward. I love this. Unknown places, unknown faces. It's like you probably have, you know, you see this, like you probably have seen grief, sadness, mad upset along the way. You could have been disappointed, afraid, scared, all the things, but you're still going forward. You're still forging forward. I love this. Even when you're tired, you know, it's like something, there's a fire within you, Sag, that still allows you to keep going. No matter what, it's giving you the vitality, it's giving you the energy to carry out whatever it is that you have going on here. And it's all for your well-being. It looks like you have a lot of projects, a lot of things going on here. By the way this is swirling, it's a lot of movement. That's why I said in number 7 is all about action too. So in the midst of all this, you can even think of this as house 7 or life path 7, however you're looking at it. It's like even the connections that you bring or the people that you meet or whatever ships that you're sailing along the way, you want to make sure that they're on the same accord and they don't bring you to this dark space. Because I feel like some people that come in have done that, boom, but you had to get over it. And then it's like another, it's like you see it's like a snail shell. You know what I'm saying? You're building your armor along the way. So kudos to you. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. And that's funny, Capricorn was just calling me at 4:54. Look at that number. Ooh, passion for purpose, baby, baby. So passion for purpose, Caps, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You have so many ideas, so many ways that you feel about certain things that you're carrying on, people, places, and things. Now, there's certain things that could be conjuring up in your mind right now. This number 2 here. But look at this person. You see this person? Eyes closed, and the swirl of energy. So I feel like here, whatever it is that you do, whatever idea that you have, when you do take action on it, you only take action if there's a purpose with it. Capricorn, we all know your energy. So I feel like here, from moving further, what this is saying, if you already are not doing this, it's telling you whatever you're tapping into, your time, your energy, whatever you're investing in, however you're investing, the way that you're going to get the esoteric coins keep coming, rolling in, is if you keep doing it like this. You're paying attention to who you're giving your time and energy to right now and what you're giving your time and energy into. And you're only doing it if there is a purpose, okay? You're not wasting your time. You're not wasting your money. You're not wasting your resources. You're not wasting anything. You're like, anything, whatever it is that I'm lifting a finger for, a pinky for, opening my eyes for, there's got to be a purpose in it. So I feel like also too, if you're a person that's building something, or when you go to work, or if you're building a career, or you're building ships, business partnerships, friendships, love relationships, whatever it is that you're building upon, there's a purpose within it. There is so much purpose in it, okay? I love this for you. This is a lot of love. So whatever it is that you're tapping into, whether this is a gift, talent, or skill, oh my God, you're doing it with so much love. And then also you're only pouring into people that are pouring into you, that are giving you the same, you know, respect there. But you do see the duality within it all, within the number 2 here. We're pulling it up. So also remember too, this could be an idea because you see the duality within it all. So make sure that you know, you can get easily distracted. There's some things that could just be ideas or thoughts that you haven't put any action into yet. You haven't done anything yet. You know, this is like the dark energy. This is the pain. It kind of low-key looks like a rose petal. This is the pain that kind of stretches us out and builds us with that dark energy. And then you go into loving yourself again. And then here comes the pain. And then you go into loving yourself again. You know what I'm saying? It's like a repeated cycle. But every time you keep doing that, you keep building your armor and you keep building more passion. And this is why you're like, you know what? This done happened too many times. It's not going to happen again. So I'm like, there's got to be a purpose. There's got to be a reason why I'm doing X, Y, and Z. There's got to be a reason behind it, period. Because I feel like, you know, time ain't forever. You know what I'm saying? And so she does look a little bit sad here. Now, depending on, you know, your need for growth or where you're at, everyone's on a different scale. It's giving rose here too. It's like giving people their flowers. But you want the same thing. You want reciprocity here. I love this card. It's very unique. And we all have a unique destiny that needs to be fulfilled, right? And I feel like it's giving divine feminine energy too. Whatever your passion, whatever your light supports. It's kind of like also releasing, removing attachments, letting go what no longer serves you, people, places, and things. Freeing yourself of expectations. Passion for purpose. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. We also have Moon in Aquarius right now. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Aquarius. Where are you at? Ooh, you got 2. The impossible made possible. You have the number 9. Woo! Look at how this looks. This is like going into the cosmos, going into a whole nother realm. Aquarius, I feel like you have gotten out of your mind, or out of your emotions and into your mind, more intellectual. Number 9, on to new things. You're like at the finish line, close to the finish line of closing out old patterns, beliefs, old cycles right now. This is so important for you right now during your life, Aquarius, to really pay attention to who's coming in, who's coming out. Pay attention to yourself, how you're reacting, how you're responding to the situations that are happening in life right now, because you are being brought to a higher space right now. It's like you need to get out of the old, outdated ways and continue to utilize that Aquarian energy and go outside of the box when you're thinking of stuff and be more disciplined about it. You're ruled by Saturn here, so stay active. Bring on the discipline. I feel like here it's like no matter what ideas you have, no matter where your mind can go, write those thoughts down, write those ideas down. You never know where that can bring you. Ask those weird, crazy questions. Like, don't shun yourself, don't hide yourself, you know, be you. I love Aquarius minds as far as the way that they think. They can go deep. So I feel like you're really, you could super be tapped in like spiritually. You could be like tuned in, tapped in, turned on, honey, right now. Like this could be all that really feels good to you. You could be deep into learning, I don't know, esoteric knowledge, or you're just more there now. You know, someone could have been a catalyst for you to get there so that you can understand and overstand, you know, this world we live in, but you had to be up here first to really get it. This could be you dissecting your natal chart or gene keys or human design or whatever tools you're using, whatever magi you have in your little toolbox, you know, you've been utilizing that. Because you working on yourself inward, doing hella shadow work, this could be where you're at right now. This is how far you are into the cosmos. It's like, okay, the more I work on myself, the better the outcome. The more I work on myself, the better the outcome. It's like, you're like this onion right now, and you're unpeeling all these layers of yourself right now, and I love it. This is so dope. So in order to do that, you've been shedding, that number 9. You've been shedding old layers. You've been shedding the old version of you. And if you're not doing this, it's trying to tell you, shed anything old and outdated. Come into the new, okay? You're almost there. It's like you're about to either go through a major breakthrough or a major spiritual awakening when you hit that number 10. Or you're about to close out some old cycles with people, places, and things, or old patterns, beliefs, moral systems, or whatever it was, program, whatever you think of. But remember, once you're done with this, come back to the real world. But I feel like this, whatever it is, somebody was a catalyst for you, kind of pushed you out, you know? Hopefully you're not in escapism energy. Hopefully not, but I feel like you could be traveling into different chakras. You could be more up here with your crown or your first eye, or you could be somewhere there right now. You're more in tune to that. It makes you feel better. It's like you could be learning about the spiritual world, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what this has to say, because I'm just so curious, because after me doing my little spiel, sometimes it's just confirmation because I have such a grand memory. Yeah, no limit. I love this. See, like I said, think outside of the box. This is like an imagination card. Confirmation. The only way that you stay limited is in your mind. So when you remove the fear and the doubt and the limiting beliefs, you start to amaze your goddamn self of how far you came or how far you can go with this energy here. I love this for you. It's giving, you know, look at this light. It's like, and you could see, oh, I just peeped game on this. There's a female body on this light right here, and it's giving power here. Like, it's kind of like, damn, whatever it is that you're tapping into, you could really give life to it. Like, you know how everyone's saying like the divine and Mother Gaia is here to shake up in this new world we live in, this new earth, yada. I know you've heard that talk or whatever. So it's like something that you do or you say or something that you're getting into can really help that. You could be a person that does that. Expressing your genius energy and the beauty and the love that you have for something and bringing it back here. So let's say, for example, you had a dream. Right? We get a lot of ideas in our dreams, guys. Pay attention to your dreams, Aquarius. Whatever ideas you have up here, I'm a Pisces. This happens to me all the time. This is why I have 10 million dream journals. Whenever I have a dream, I dissect it because you could be getting a lot of ideas in the spirit realm or the dream realm, but you have to bring them here. This is you bringing it. Putting your stamp on the world. Oh my God, literally. But you have to take action on it. I love that for you. So remove any blockages, anything that you may have, continue going forward and ascend. I love this for you. All right. Oh, you also had this card too. Hand of Fatima. Look at these. Look at how this looks. So this is like a body on this one, and then this is like the hand to the, you know, and then it turns into a person right here. Whatever, yeah, whatever you're building upon, there's something as far as creative energy too. I'm telling you, I just said it, like you can create something. Putting your footprints in the sand or your handprints or whatever signature that you have. I love this. Whatever signature energy that you have, whatever you're putting your time and energy into, whatever you're building security, support, stability, whatever your foundation you're trying to build for yourself, and for the people that are around you, whatever your creative gifts, talents, and skills are, that could be something that can really help others. I don't know whatever it is that you're doing. We're going to bust out the book, but the Hand of Fatima. It doesn't ring a bell right now, but we're going to pull it up for you. Okay, so you're giving birth to more spirit than you have ever before. And I was just saying that you're there. This is really like a double whammy here. Like I said, you're giving all your time and energy and attention to the spirit realm. Remember, like I said earlier, make sure you come back, you know what I mean, like to reality. But, because you don't want to be too much in the spiritual realm to where you're like, you know what, forget this. You could be so helpful and supportive, but bring it back down here to like help us. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that may be. This is divine feminine energy. Okay, so look. So Fatima, the radiant daughter of the great beloved. Ooh. Teaches from within. Confirmation again. I love this. It's like you receive whatever it is that you've been hoping and dreaming and wishing for, and whatever action you've been putting towards that with the number 4, it's divine masculine energy. It's going to birth something for you. It's going to bring in the security, the praise, the reward, the recognition, the support, the money, whatever it is you're looking for. It's going to bring all of that with that number 3. And 43 equals 7, which is a spiritual number. But you have to continue to take action. It's also divine masculine energy. And we're in the universal year of 7. Get it together. I love it, Aquarius. We have Pisces. That was deep. Don't give up. No matter what's going on, keep going. You're unlocking stuff. Okay, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's switch it up. Ay, ay, ay. Look at this. Alusa, star of Venus. Oh, Pisces, you're pulling in the love, baby. The way you feel, your emotions, the energy you exude. You are gushing out love. You could be birthing something new here. It's giving amethyst energy, abundant love. It's just radiating. Even like, it's like your mindset. It's like you're so in the cosmos with it. It's giving like crown chakra energy with these colors here. I feel like you feel good. Whatever you feel, people are going to feel that same energy around you. Like they'll know if you're tired, or they know if you're like high energy, they know if you're happy. It's like you could exude all this. It's like you have this power like a magnet. It's like whatever you're feeling, you can't hide it, and everyone's going to feel like that. Or it could be like the energy of what's going on around you. You feel that internally. And then it's like, okay, I know what the world needs. I know what I need to do with that number 6. I know where I need to pour into, or who I need to pour into, or what I need to give to the world, or what I need to give to myself. It's like, you know, it's like this energy. It's like this cycle of, you could be such an empath as far as like knowing what people need. And It's like you know how to plug in, but you also know how to plug out, you know? With this 26 equaling 8 as well. Damn, it's like you have the infinite amount of energy. Let's see what it says here, because I kind of want a reminder. Ooh, this is the star of Venus. Star of love. So love, relationships, money. And remember, Mars is in Libra, which is like, rules Venus energy. So you can really take this energy and turn it into something so grand for yourself. But I'll lose it's neither nor, it's not masculine or feminine, it's androgynous. But yet then you down here, you do have an androgynous number of 6, but you do have the divine feminine and energy of number 2 here as well. But then you have 8, it equals 8, which is divine feminine as well. So this is a very powerful card. With all the lessons that you've learned, with everything that you've ever been through, Pisces, it's like it taught you so much to get to where you're at now. Everything that you've ever experienced and you got yourself out of, everything that you got yourself out of the mud, or you cheated death, or whatever it is that you went through in life, it's kind of like now you're able to tell your story. Now you can help somebody else get through it. Now you can really make sure people aren't going backwards, they're going forward. Whatever it is that you went through, you're supposed to go through all of that, and a bag of chips supposed to fatten the grease to get you to where you're at now. So hopefully you're in a space to where you don't regret life. Hopefully you're in a space to where it's like, okay, I've conquered this far. I'm still here. I'm still breathing. I'm on 10 toes with the crown on. You know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully you're there to where it's like now you know how to forge forward. You're not giving up on yourself, and you're also not giving up around anybody around you. This is why you could be birthing babies. You could be birthing ideas. You could be birthing, you know, whatever it is that you're trying to materialize right here. It's like you have so much power on this journey right now, and you're loving on yourself while you're doing it. You see how she's like crossing her arms? You're like loving on yourself every chance that you get. And when you love yourself as much as, you know, like you got to love yourself the most, I feel like, in order to love anybody else or anything else. I feel like this is where you're at. This is where you're at. You're unlocking this. And I love this for you. It's like, and this is giving like wild, adventurous, because it's like not a specific shape. You're all about embracing freedom and joy and just the divine feminine and divine masculine. It's like you have this nice balance with that going on around you right now. This is like the purple flame. I love this. This is like, you know when to be practical. It's like you know when to be a chameleon, the androgynous energy. You know what character you need to pull out in every different aspect of life. Like it's kind of like, you know, when they say, okay, you know how to be Harvard and Hood. Yeah. So whatever situation that you've embarked on in life, you've had all these experiences, aka hella seasonings in your cabinet to season your chicken. So when it goes to cooking, you're like on the grill sizzling, baby. You know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all your experiences got you to where you're at now. So now you know how to be a chameleon. Now you know how to adapt. Now you know how to react. Now you know how to respond. Now you know what to do in any of these cases. And it's helping you right now in life. Like you went through all of the blood, sweat, and tears. You went through all of that stuff to get to this purple flame energy. This is being wise. This is having discernment. This is just naturally prevailing through everything that you've been through. This is fierce, baby. This is like the purple flame. It's so cosmic. Anyways, guys, I gotta go. Oh my God, I have 15 minutes. I love all of you. Make sure you click subscribe because I'm gonna talk about Uranus going retrograde here as the next video. So stay tuned for that and how that's gonna be affecting for you. Yep, it's still stationed right now. So anyways, I'm going to do that video next. Make sure you like the video, comment, share it out. Anybody that may need the message. I'm about to do all the timestamps right now, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.